there's so many other priorities. I'd say tier 1.5, tier 2 picks that have to be considered. I'm looking at Agent Zero. I'm looking at Jing. Arlot's gonna matter.
Oh yeah, well we got to see that come into play yesterday. We were wondering how effective it would be, and in the hands of Edward, he even made the Dairoth look good yesterday, right? I mean, he made it work. So I know you're probably 50-50 even with the Dairoth.
At least.
But at least, and here's what they go with. Angela Valentina for Blacklist International.
Yeah. And now, Leo, did you see something?
That's Renegade playing the Angela.
Oh.
Wow.
That's the Hitman.
Yeah, that's,
Hitmangela.
Hitmangela, indeed. And that's going to be, weirdly enough, teams and some people might actually overlook Angela, but she's a relatively respectable jungle defender whenever you're up against lineups that want to invade, because the punishing of her little string, you might get slowed down. The
Bob, how you
damage
doing? I'm doing alright.
she can dish out at the same time, the love waves. So it is something that AP Bren will need to watch
What's
out
up?
for
What's
if
up,
they want to
guys?
go for invade. So they go for Tarizla Martis.
Hello, hello.
Potential Irithel pickup for Blacklist International on the third side, or
Start
they
a
might hold
poll.
off on
Game
their
1.
gold laner, pick up XP laner, maybe their jungler right now. They're still a priority up on the table, and then later on they'll pick their gold laner.
Okay, I was loving the AP Bren draft.
Hello.
A little too soon. But I get it, I understand. Maybe it's coming from the perspective of right when they're trying to clutch a
You nude the
Huntard.
camera? Yeah. Draft. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's
That,
so-
but AP Bren,
so
I do
small
agree with you,
compared
it's
to
kinda
Indo.
risky because with how strong the
Anywho,
Valentina especially
Nold's
and
been
Angela
a
is
lot.
for the re-engage, if you can't get the Angela right away, the hard guard goes off. You're gonna risk giving the decimate.
You good?
to the
I'm doing
Valentina,
alright.
and we've seen
I'm in
you
pain,
actually
but I'm
be able to
managing.
string together kills as a Valentina with a Martis ult. Now for the third pick for Blacklist International, it's
I'm
not the
managing, I'm
traditional
managing.
Angela Irithel combo. They're going for the Angela Bruno. So Brugella is what AP Bren is gonna feel, and if they're not careful, they're gonna be
Feel
going
better?
all over.
No, I don't really
Oh,
feel better,
security
but
of Bruno.
I'm
Yeah, that's you got to watch out for
Here.
that combination, right? And not only that, but I'm also wondering this because
Kinda hurts
I'm assuming when we
to
get
do a
the
lot of
second
things.
phase of the bands here, they're
I'm
probably
not gonna be
focused on the
talking.
gold lane, of
Well,
course,
I
for
mean,
AP
I'll be
Bren.
talking, but I won't be too
And
energetic.
They might want this.
You
They
know.
might actually want to force
Obviously.
Super Marco on a Claude pick, which we've seen him do actually before. But because already, there it is, right? They're already going to take out the Iksha. They took the Bruno themselves. We'll see if they actually decide to also take out the Brody, another one of those heroes that Super Marco likes.
At
to
least you
play
weren't
here.
overseas
So
in your
they might actually
appendix
want
burst.
him
My
to just
appendix didn't
pick
burst,
that Claude. We
thankfully.
know
He
it
was
takes a
very
lot more time
inflamed,
to build
but
up
it
in
didn't burst
comparison
during the
to a Bruno,
operation.
right? You need more time.
Would've
They
been
might wanna
bad.
play around those timings.
And it
Why you
does
watch Party if
play
you feel
with
good? Because I
the
need the
lineup.
views,
If you
man.
end
I
up
need
with
the
a
views.
Claude here,
What else am I
alongside the
gonna do?
Vargas, the Terizla, and the Matilda,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Can't
where you're
afford
gonna find
to
yourself
do
if
nothing.
You play this game 12 minutes in.
Exactly. I have a feeling though that AP Bren might be signaling that
Anywho,
they're
let's look at the
thinking about
draft here.
the gold lane, with them taking out the Utah possibility there for Edward.
Angela, the
So
power
let's see if they
pick
decide to
of the
take away more
century.
heroes that can dive. Now,
On Blacklist
AP Bren needs to be
side
careful
with
of
the
is possibility
Valentina,
still
also
to
strong.
Popple and Koopa in the jungle, because the conditions that they had before are there. Quickly scaling Angela, Valentina to help protect the
Bren's
Popple and
comp
Koopa,
looks stronger
but
in
then
the early
Bruno
game
as
so
well.
far,
So,
and
remember,
Black's
it's gonna
comp
be
looks
double cores,
good for
two
scale.
sources of quickly scaling physical damage that they're going to be up against. So they ban out the Hilda. That's what they're trying to signal. You have to be careful. Are you going to ban out the Popple and Koopa is what Blacklist is asking AP Bren.
Yeah, is it
If my
worth it?
appendix burst, I would, yeah, I would
Take
still
that
be in the
out,
hospital if my
then
appendix bursted.
I
Bren upper
guess
bracket?
Blacklist
Yeah.
will be forced to play something
This is
new.
upper bracket
Maybe nothing
playoffs.
left, if not the
Bren
Popple
beats
Koopa. What else is out there?
Well, in terms of Sensui's picks, the Grok is still there, actually.
Black beat Echo.
Lands, potentially, as
Bren
well. So they can
beat
block us out.
RSG.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Taking away picks of Edward. Wow.
RSG
And it doesn't
3-0
look
to
like
Omega.
available, but right now it's too early to show that. They might last pick their XP laner and then pick the jungler now.
So this has got to be the Popol. AP Bren, they're looking to pick up some brick walls here. This is signaling more peel.
Yeah.
They're going to put one more big...
Love how they're nerfing
peel
Red Tree.
into
Are they now?
There it
play.
is.
There it is.
You called this earlier. The Arlot comes out again.
Arlot from Blacklist. Did the Arlot buff make him a lot stronger?
In the hands of Edward, of course. So, you know, even though you look at the side of the bands from...
I know it's a faster cooldown ult again like how he was before, but I feel like how slow it is, it's not that great.
So what is
But
the answer from AP Bren?
Edward did love Arlot, huge counter Terizla. Oh, you're right. They nerfed Terizla. So Arlot's probably pretty decent versus it right now.
Might be even hard for Lilia to really shine here. Novaria.
Huge counter is a bit of a stretch, but definitely
Giving the ultimate
It definitely is good into Terizla. Considering you rush the Thunderbolt, so it's good true damage poke versus Terizla. So yeah, pretty solid overall. Can barely hear you. Sorry, I'm not going to be talking as loud. It's hard to talk loudly. So they taking away the passive jungler, take less damage from the Turtle and Lords, so you take less damage. I thought you meant like this retry spell. You should be junglers.
It actually might be a difficult.
Are you good? No, but I'm here.
So it's going to be some
Brody.
positioning from
Pretty.
Blue that he has to play here. So last pick, is it the BNK? Is it going to be something new?
Let's see what Blacklist
They actually
picks.
gonna flex that Bruno into the jungle. A little bit too crazy for my take, but we'll never know. We'll never know. They need a little bit more front line though.
Brats.
We were talking about this yesterday, Leo.
Been looking for this for about a week now.
Takes more damage from Lord and Turtles. They just lose the reduced damage. I understand that. I thought you meant the spell. That's what I was when you said retry. Blacklist comp with D'Angela, very Ube-like, team fighty style comp. Bren's on the other hand, snowballing, you know, early game lead kind of comp, very, you know, textbook play style for Blacklist and Bren.
Damage will be felt immediately by Blacklist International. We all know how
Bren's, you know, hyper aggressive playstyle and Black's Ube team fight playstyle. So let's see how it goes.
There is a Bruno on their side as well. Audience prediction, it's leaning black.
All right, at some point in the game, watch out for the smart power prediction. You only have until the timer runs out to comment your prediction with the hashtag SmartPowersMPLS12.
Ooh, yeah, Black has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people on their roster. God damn, 9? Got 9 people on the roster.
As we wait to load into the land of Dawn, we want y'all to, wherever you're watching from, put your hands together and show some support, show some love for AP Bren and Blacklist International. Whoever wins,
man, the PH playoffs venue looks so much smaller than the Indos.
And to be honest, after yesterday's performance from both of these teams, it could swing either way.
Chicken's so monotone now, it's even worse. I'm sorry, man. That's the downside of surgery.
Of Blacklist International, and he did say that you wouldn't be surprised if
rooting for any team being M5. Honestly, I'm surprised with how well Blacklist is doing. Although versus Echo, I know apparently there's been like some drama with Echo that is probably part of the reason why they performed pretty badly.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big questions is consistent.
But that's just what I was told from
teams here.
T or Yato. They said there's a bunch of drama going on with Echo.
Though they have those accolades from the rest of this year,
like right before playoffs, that apparently might have affected them.
As people hope to be, or would expect
but we'll
them
see.
To be. And
It's your first time surgery? Yeah, this is the first time I've ever had a surgery.
Across the board here, but one thing is true. The playoff version of both these teams have really stepped up, right? And now they're here.
I hope Bren makes it to M5.
All right.
That's what I hope. I hope Bren makes it to M5. As for the other team, I thought most likely it was going to be Echo. But if they don't, you know, fix their heads up after the drama, you know, they might not have that opportunity. We'll see.
Capable of drafting against a team as clean and as skilled as RSG.
Yeah, I feel like a great telling game from yesterday was when they were behind in that game number 3 and game number 2, and then somehow they turned it around and somehow they extended the series even more. So Blacklist International.
You have an extra hole in you now. I have 4 extra holes in my stomach right now.
Not just for club, but also for country.
Okay. Interesting transition. Let's see how it goes.
Game number 1 in this best of 5. Let's set the tone for the upper bracket finals. It's AP Bren versus Blacklist International.
A lot of Brunos. They love Bruno and PH still. Pick like every game.
Question right now for
Indo is like, Bruno's still pretty popular, but not as much, I don't think.
To go up against that Barrett. Seems like there's going to be a lot of pressure on Super Marco and Few to stay alive, on Flap and Kyle to front for the rest of the team.
Lane matchup, Bruno versus Brody. Brody can out-poke, but Bruno will out-trade. See, right now, Bruno's going to be aggressive with the double ball. That's when Brody has to back off. Brody can win with just first skill and auto pokes, and then backing off and disengaging. Ogwin being forced to flicker here.
Forcing out the flicker. Meanwhile, on the bottom part of your map, you can see actually Oheb just having a hell of a time.
Oh, Kyle and Flap trying to invade these camps. Sensui lost it. Oh, second two was off. Sensui 1 HP. But I think Kyle's going to die for it. Yeah, Kyle's dead for it. It's a 1-for-1.
Was that worth it? It's the wrong skill that went off.
It definitely is worth it because the Brat's losing all his stacks. Pretty huge.
He did not get it.
First blood percentage,
okay,
very
I can't talk too
close
much.
for
That hurt.
48 for Blacklist, 47% for AP.
Mars, on the other hand, he thrives with early game kills and snowball. Brass didn't even get the kill. So, overall, good for Bren. Good for Bren. Marco, a bit of poke on Oheb.
Rush his damage items first. Turtle in 7. There's still a purple buff yet to spawn for Blacklist International at around 10. Let's see if AP Bren will play around that timer, or if Blacklist even will, because Sui's already posing himself.
Still gonna be one of the turtle, it seems.
Right. Ogwin here with the pull.
Are you feeling any better, boss?
I'm feeling better, but I still feel like crap.
Urgency coming in from Blacklist.
Yeah, he's gonna get it here. Has it now. Turtle gonna be half
Ooh,
health.
3-man ult from Flap. Double flicker from Renjay and Yue. Sensui ulting Flap for some reason. Free turtle for Kyle, but Arlot and Yue. Oh my. Wait, Valentino with the Mars ult just cleaned up so well there. Oakland trying to ult for some poke here. Just gonna get out.
They go, taking the resources, taking the kills.
Sensui taking his time.
I feel like Bren kind of rushed into that too much.
Steal the buff.
They should have been a bit more patient. Kyle was already half HP.
Okay, so the question now for AP Bren.
He was literally half HP at the start of the turtle. Like, really weird.
The loss in that purple buff with a sequence, will they
that was not a good turtle fight for Bren. Even though they got the turtle, 3 kills going to black is pretty bad. Or 2 kills.
They have to find a win elsewhere. Let's see if they're going to try and invade the purple buff later on after they get a little bit more info and clear and minion wave priority. But with how they're posing, they're looking at XP, they're looking at mid. Let's see where they go next.
Sure.
About a minute until the next turtle. AP Bren propping up. They know that they can go fast. They know that Blacklist will only really answer back once the post is clear. But look at the clear gold. Again, it seems like it's still head-to-head.
Gold lane's still pretty even. Kyle a little bit more than Sensui. Nothing too crazy though.
Taking the fight to his lane so that they can force Oheb out, try to get a win for Super Marco already, so that they can get progress into that turret. If not, then maybe at around the third turtle, depending on where we're going to be seeing it, maybe that's when they'll see it. For now, though,
Pause for a sec.
will actually just park Super Marco there because we know Blacklist International are
Ube with the mid lane jungler.
At second, or most likely even the third
both sides.
So that they can get a break in the tower instead.
And with all this, you know, it's pretty much evened out here. So next turtle's going to come up in a couple seconds, but
smidge of a gold lead on Blacklist side.
Be where they need to be relatively. Yue though has to get the ultimate he wants to for this fight as it approaches here. Now that turtle's up.
There's so many choices though for you, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh, Edward just going in, not giving a damn. No more dashes though anymore. Quite low, has to flicker out. Flap with the ult. Who's gonna get their entry? Ooh, Kyle gets it. Sensui with a bit of a rush. Edward falls off, and then Sensui is gonna die as well. That is really bad for Black. Edward rushed into that way too early. Thought it was invincible.
This is a sequence very similar to what just happened about 2 minutes ago. AP Bren now 1,000 gold ahead. Great play there by APB. It looked good for Blacklist International, but AP Bren just really making the most of their ability kits, and we have to commend Flap TZ with
Holy fuck, it was a good team fight from Bren. I mean, it wasn't even like a phenomenal team fight from Bren. It was just a major throw from Black. I don't know why Edward went in so deep, like alone. If he got maybe 2 people with the final slash, it might have been good. But all he did was go alone, then be forced to flicker out, and his team is just left with a sloppy engage with a useless Angela ult. Because Arla has no more dashes.
The fact that you don't have the gold laners there, and then how it unfolded, the punch, the counter punch, just like this fight might break out
Sensui
again.
quite low again, flapping the ult on Sensui. Sensui quite low, being Angela ulted. And Kyle doesn't go in.
Should be fine as he is, but again, this is what AP Bren wants to do.
Oh, Oheb flickering out.
These resources out. They're building themselves a nice little gold lead.
Just gonna not be able to reset here.
Forcing Oheb to be delayed a little bit longer.
And right now, I'm interested to see when these two teams will actually send themselves into the gold lane to help out their gold laners, because it's been a dead lane so far.
And I think Blacklist knows that that's just what's waiting to happen. Because Ogwen is denying
2K
Oheb
gold
the
lead for
time
Bren.
to
Nothing
actually
too
farm
crazy, but
properly.
still a
See, look, this
significant
is a
gold lead for
delayed
this early in the
switch up.
game.
Oheb should have been there a minute ago.
Bot tower.
APB,
They swapped.
continue the pressure here as the turtle will spawn on that side. Super Marco will be able to get the break.
It's a bad, I mean, it's not a horrible swap if they can trade tower for tower top side.
So turtle or turret down.
They're still
Turtle
down
up
a
here in
tower
just
though.
Second. It's exactly where AP Bren wants to be. Garnering themselves
Really
a
nice
lead
lane
as well.
swap
But
from
Oheb
Bren though.
will be putting some pressure there on the top side.
They get that tower first, then go top. Flap's gonna make sure they don't get the tower either. Wow, Blacklist is really getting dismantled here.
And already the turtle, wow, look at that, blitzed.
Yeah, that's just
Kyle just
so
bursts
that's a
it.
clean sweep for the turtles here for AP Bren.
But now Black doesn't have a
Continue to
tower.
build up from that.
No retribution used by Kyle Teasy. He can actually invade here. Could be a purple battle as he gets it. Ooh,
Whoa.
stolen. What would you call that, Leo, again?
Grand
what was it
Theft
again?
Purple.
There it is.
Kyle Teasy
Grand
deals
Theft
the one
Purple.
charge, game 1. All right, here's a question.
Honestly,
If AP Bren goes
considering
fast
how
now,
much Bren
yes,
just got,
early
the
game,
goal
they're
lead
about to
barely
go
even
ahead
increased.
now. Is this
They got a
fast?
turtle, a full
They're
tower.
playing in a more calculated
And it went up
pace,
by, like,
not as fast
500.
as I would like them to see, but they are still up
I thought it'd
against
go
the
by
Barons.
more,
They
but I
are
guess it's because
respecting
Blacklist
the
knows like not to
counter-punish
contest stuff.
possibility, and because of
That's a big
Blacklist
thing in
International
PH.
really
They give a
coming
lot of
prepared to
things,
be
and they
playing
don't even
playing very
try
safely,
risking contesting it.
especially with Renegade conserving that hard guard.
Only
It's
for Lords though.
understandable why AP Bren
But
aren't
it makes
going
it so like
really fast.
the
But
lead
at
they
this
get
point,
doesn't really snowball that
3,000
hard.
getting close to the 9-10
In comparison to
mark,
Indo, they'll
this is
always
where
like
they
50-50
really
their
have to
retries.
now up the pace.
Well, if
Whoa,
the
Edward
late
with
game
the
isn't
ults.
as dangerous as it looks like,
From
maybe AP
Renegade.
Bren know exactly what they're
Nothing's
doing.
gonna
Maybe
happen,
they're just
though.
switching gears at the right time. A minute until the first turtle. Rather, Lord.
Lord gonna
Really
be
nice
objective.
tempo. Oh, UA.
They break out. Still gonna be looking for an advantage.
Taking a bit of
here if
poke
they
here. Nice
can.
dodges from
Again,
Fuse.
even if that's
Farsi
a tier
roll.
1 turret, gonna be fighting it out.
That would be
Flash
poked quite a
coming
bit.
through.
Flap TZ with the
Only
ults.
under the turret. They get
Sensui
the flicker
stuck.
out, still gonna be fighting for it.
Kyle with the
Down lane gonna
ults.
be used.
Kyle 1
TZ,
HP.
one
Gets
away.
saved by the
Will
Matilda second skill.
And UA also
And UA
goes
falls.
down behind the turret with a torn apart memory.
Immaculate
clean
turret
2
struggle
kills
there.
from Bren.
AP Bren knew exactly what they were getting into.
Black unable
AP
to do
Bren
anything
have
about
learned
it.
Yesterday, we were asking AP Bren, why do you look so overly cautious during times where it looks like you could make a big play? This is not one of those times. They juggled the tower beautifully. They timed their abilities together, and again, we have to commend Flap right now
Yeah.
in terms of the impact in the other parts
Yeah,
of the
Flap's
map.
had some really nice
Skirmishes.
engages so
He
far.
is playing better than Edward as of now.
And is it just me or is that penalty zone's range a little bigger now? You see that last one underneath tier 1 about 3 minutes ago?
Yeah, just a little bit. Or
There
maybe,
was no flicker involved.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe it's also Flap Teasy. The times that he'd landed, it's actually just at the edge. So he's really making most out of all the real estate. He's not looking for, oh, I'm going to catch everyone at the center. He's really like, okay, if it's going to be at the edge, then
Kyle
it's
is
gonna
so
be
in the
at
Lord,
edge. It's gonna
being
force a
quite
response
low.
anyway.
Yep, it's more zoning, and he just apparently gets it done.
I guess he
well
doesn't have the
anyways.
Guardian Helm yet, but he's gonna
Maybe
rush
it
it
was
solo.
Kyle Teasy all along.
Black
Yeah, they just
unable
blitz this Lord.
to even stop
and
him.
with, you know, I guess they, what, did Blacklist International have
Now
any
just a
information, or was it
5K
just better
gold
to
lead.
say, all right, let's give up the first Lord. We are
For
quite
Bren.
behind here.
They
Almost.
might be ubeing elsewhere. I think throughout that whole
Wow, this is a total
sequence,
heal stat.
it
I
was
didn't even
them
know that.
propping up this push for Oheb.
And so now AP Bren have to match that. Blacklist International, it was what you said, Naisu. Playing it safe, it would be way too risky for them to contest it there. AP
Gonna have to
Bren
wait for
just
Oheb late
equalizing
game?
there,
Yeah,
so now
Copium.
AP Bren
It looks pretty
felt
doomed for
comfortable,
Black,
just
but
have to continue
PH
it,
is
but
good at
they really
turtling
still
in their
have to respect
base.
the turnaround capability of Blacklist.
That's a tier 2, down bottom pushed in. Lord marching through top. AP Bren comfortable with his 5K gold lead as the map turns blue. Fight waiting to happen here in mid. Looking for a circling eagle or a big jump from Flap. They'll take their time here with the push.
Black doesn't have any
Keep my
big
eyes on
sets
Flap
except for
here, like you were
Edward.
mentioning,
Edward has to make the
Redmar,
set for
you know,
Black
he-
if they want to come
even
back.
Even if he's not landing
Or
on the
Bredy's
center,
to throw.
It's all that every single time he's done it, he's caught someone, and it usually results into a kill. So I feel like for Blacks International, as they get ready for this defense, they're gonna have to watch out for that.
Or it's going to be marching forward. Is AP Bren going to dive here or still be very calculated?
Tower
It
shield
looks like they're going to
pops,
calculate
nothing
it.
happens.
Oh, there's
Oh,
one slash.
final slash gets cancelled.
Edward not going to pull the trigger here. They're still outside
Bren
the base. Lord taking care
playing
of
very
Black
patient. They're
successfully.
not going to try and force too much.
Sharp
Just get all the outer turrets that just chill with the reset.
The two marksmen already just built the Malefic Roar. Did that Bruno for the Brody? He's had those 3 core items for a while now. Heptaseas, the Malefic Roar, and the DHS. And because of how AP Bren crafted their lineup, front heavy, dive heavy, create space for your back line, and how they've played it right now, controlling, again, the center of the map. When you're up against Blacklist, if you control the center of the map, they are uncomfortable. They can't play their game. And AP Bren respected that, and now Blacklist will just have to find a way to come back.
Ulting the red buff, that's a first. I never see anyone do that.
About a minute until the next Lord here should be Luminous. Joseph, I have a question for you. How are we liking Renege's Angela? Because my answer is always going to be, it's tight.
It's all right. You know, I feel like Renege, obviously with the moniker, the Hitman, it's very similar to the Mamba. You know, with Chickn and these other roamers that are meant for their play setting potential.
Is this the nicest way you're saying it's not good right now?
It's not Renege, man. You know, You know, when you hear Renege's name, you don't think of the next thing to follow is there's the heart guard from Renege.
Honestly, kudos to Renege for actually being like a top tier roamer. Come back to the game.
All right, you're right.
That could be the next
NXP.
name of his big next hit single, Love Waves.
Love Waves. Oh, is it like a techno?
Like I thought people, all the players during that era were just washed. But
we could collab Renege.
For those that don't know, Renege is
a recording artist. He's got.
He's actually got songs out there.
Several. You can look up on YouTube after.
Small dinosaur is a small dinosaur.
Lord spawned up already. Bottom quarter of the map. This is a fight waiting to happen. Given how Ogwin is just.
I don't think Blacklist is going to contest this. It's too hard. They're trying to walk up here, but nothing's happening. Flap is solo zoning. And there it goes. Sensui getting ulted by Flap. He's dead. He can't get out. He is gone.
They're not going to go.
Oheb still pushing top.
This whole time pushing into that tier 2 on the top side.
He needs to reset, otherwise they'll collapse on him.
AP Bren is showing the last few weeks leading up to the playoffs, and even yesterday, sometimes there were indecisiveness moments from APB, but now they're just like, every time that they see the objective, they know in their lead, they're not posing around.
Oheb pushes the best they could do, yeah. That's the only way they got anything out of it, because I don't think there's any chance they're winning a 5v5.
They still decided, no, we commit to
the only way Blacklist wins a 5v5 is if Edward gets an insane, I mean insane flicker ult that gets like 2 of Bren's members, and would have to kill either Few or Super Marco.
And I can imagine that's at least one major item on their cores. Circling Eagle cancelled off.
Yep, Ogwin.
Top power, high ground down.
UA still holding on to his own penalty zone. They're going to have to work on this Lord here as they hold on to that mid
tower's still up. Bot tower might go down. I'm trying his best here to defend the tower. Minions are dead.
But they hold on.
But they might commit for that bot tower. It's quite low.
They still will work on the Lord. It's taken care of.
Yeah, that's a Farsa with a Divine Glaive already. The 3 core items of that hero locked in. For US, still on the way to the 3rd item. I believe he also needs to rush that Divine Glaive so he has a bit more damage. So APB, they can just continue this, but again, they can't be too sour.
Okay, Sensui getting poked out. Sensui is dead. Flap Teasy with a flicker ult. UA having to flicker out. Same with Oheb.
They do have some sustainability. So they're going to go ahead. They lost
Sensui. Got the Angela to regen health.
Can they hold on?
Oh, Ogwin! 1 HP, flickers out. Wow. That was a good attempt from Edward, but
it's up to them. These 4
it's not
hold
enough.
on to the mid to hold on to
all
the
high
base.
grounds are down on the side of Blacklist.
Seconds away. They got to clear the wave.
It's a 5v4. What's going to happen? Marco hitting the base. Edward's dead. Oheb being dove on by Flap. And it's GG. Game 1 for Bren. Clean game from Bren.
This winning moment is brought to you by our
really clean game from Bren.
FWD Life Insurance.
FWD sounds like someone I know.
Or speculation in the eyes of AP Bren. They knew exactly what they were doing from minute 1.
Decisive is the key theme of AP Bren. They see an opportunity, they don't second guess.
Bro, the player box is right behind the stage player. That's kind of interesting.
That was what they needed to do, and they did it almost perfectly. What a game by APB.
Loved it.
Oh, that's Coach Ducky.
Again, you know, it was in the early game. You saw some impact from Blacklist International, what they brought to the table, but then it was literally it all started falling apart in that I think it was a second turtle fight, right?
Hello
second
everyone.
Turtle fight. They had initiation. They got counter-punched in the face,
Welcome
literally.
home.
And then from there,
Yeah, I'm
it was just
exhausted.
a AP Bren snowball.
I'm definitely
And what's
not
scary
streaming the
is
second series. I
they
don't have
seem
the
to have
energy for that.
unlocked a new Achilles heel.
I'm
not a
hoping
fan
this
of the
series
Barat,
is short
and maybe
because I
opening
don't
up
have a lot of
with
energy.
Angela here wasn't the best. So what does this mean? Is AP Bren winning through sheer
Back
draft
from the
alone?
dead.
That
Something
plus
like that.
the fact that they're really just playing it so well. You can have a beautiful draft, and we've seen it all throughout the playoffs. A team with a much better draft sometimes would lose just because they didn't play to their strengths. And this is what APB did. They played it to their strengths.
Hey, Blacklist won with a less than ideal draft as per Coach Arcadia in the playoffs already. So it's not like they can't do it, but here AP Bren just stacked on stacked on stacked the factors, and that's how we started here with a 1-0 in favor of the Hive.
I feel like a part of this too, and when we saw the chart comparing the two teams, like we've compared it throughout the regular season even, you know that they both want to focus on the objectives, right? Really, that's the name of the game. And in this matchup, I'm sorry to say, but Blacklist International was not able to contest any of the objectives, you know, aside from maybe that second turtle where they lost that fight. So that's tough for them.
Let's go to the panel, folks.
I'm actually playing Brawl, I'm not playing Ranked. You might think I'm playing Ranked, I'm actually playing Brawl.
Internationally. At kasama ngayon ng bro, pwede bang magpatulong? Kasi sa mga ano kasi, this guy actually is one of my cousins, not by blood, dahil nakasama namin siya na growing up. Of course, Mr. Wonder Drift actually, Mr. Carlos, hi, how are you doing? Yeah. I know that's familiar. I know this is familiar. Yeah, how you doing? How you doing?
Wolf, it's good to be back home to the Philippines. Right now in Indonesia. It was so emotional.
Yeah, we were
trying
there.
to carry Geek Fam.
Yeah, we were there. I was with you.
I thought you were in the hospital? I was in the hospital
English analyst.
this morning,
Oh,
yeah. I got discharged this morning.
This is Wonder Drift, one of the,
Thoughts about Edward performance? Edward kind of
analysts
threw
actually
that game.
na kung di nyo alam, may part siya ng broadcast
That
ng
first
season
turtle,
4, if you remember,
kind of
yeah.
threw.
Yeah, those are the great times, man. I mean, I remember Doofen was still playing, and then it wasn't yet Blacklist. It was still Evos back then.
Exactly.
EYs was still at Onyx. Oh my God, the nostalgia.
That is such
The nostalgia really hits hard.
Okay, now we have to talk about the matchup between AP Bren
And POPH is boring now, I'm not gonna lie.
Draft is, but I think this game particularly,
Not the
we saw
gameplay,
good executions, and that's what I
but
saw coming out of Flap TZ.
the casting
Me
is
and
a
Reggie
little
were talking,
lackluster.
backstage actually, and this is our guy, this is our MVP. But how about you? Who do you think?
The casting is a
made
little
the most
lackluster
impact
in
in
my
that game?
opinion.
I agree, Flap TZ
Compared
made
to
a very
Indo.
crucial impact in that match.
Are you drugged up
His
in
setups
pain
with the
meds?
charisma
No, I don't
early
have.
on
I
were
haven't taken
very
any pain meds
impactful.
yet.
It was able to stop Blacklist because
I should take some though. I'll probably go sleep soon. Not soon, but like after the series, I'm going straight to sleep for
because
sure.
of what Flap TZ is doing. You have Kyle TZ with that Martis. He was able to provide the crowd control. So you have two crowd control options.
When is it? When is what Apple?
Owen is there to like
When is it,
re-engage as
Jover?
well. So there's just so much aggression from Bren. The pieces work together, and it's actually the reason why they're able to stop Blacklist despite the signature heroes that they have.
I know signature heroes for sure. This Barrett's, if you think about it, household name siya sa Blacklist International. Ang daming beses pa ginamit before when Wise was still actually played for the team. And I would say na maganda naman yung ginawa dito ni Sensui. However,
You're okay in English casting? You're
kapag
probably
meron
really good in
isang
English
Barretts,
casting.
ang pinipair up sa kanya is more of Matilda instead of the Angela. Oh sure, alam natin Bruno plus Angela to. Pero yung main weakness kasi ng isang Barretts is yung kanyang movement, which we saw was really abused in this game by AP Bren. Pag nakita na merong Barretts nandun sa may jungle, pinibigyan agad ng AP Bren, and nagdalawang isip yung Blacklist, they cannot use the Angela ultimate on the Barretts dahil masasayang pa nilang ultimate. Actually, tinry nila in the early stages, but it didn't work in their favor. Kaya naman, nung mga nasa dulo na, hindi na nila napoprotect yung Barretts. Which is weird, because Barretts is naturally very tanky, but you kind of have to
Wasn't a 5-man, but it was a set, alright.
any other standout players naman mula dito sa side ng AP Bren going up against Blacklist?
Actually, si Few, the way
I agree.
yeah, you positioning niya from the back line.
What is lackluster? What do you mean?
Like,
Underwhelming?
You see Blacklist.
Basically.
They try to use their Barretts. They try to abuse it together
Not up
with
to
the
par,
Angela. That's their
subpar.
signature. They love to invade the jungle, but because of the pieces from Bren, you
No
have
way you
super
don't
hard
know
mode
what
with the poke
lackluster
damage.
means.
You have Flap TZ ready for the counterattack, but few as well with that Farza. It's really not easy to engage with so much crowd control and so much burst damage. Kaya yung Blacklist, hirap na hirap nila i-dictate yung match. I mean, we'd expect now with that Barretts and Angela, masurvive nila lahat. Pero hindi. They were being stomped by the crowd control and the burst damage. It was just too much for the Codebreakers to handle.
You know, Wonder Drift, and actually
You're
for all
fine?
of the
I
viewers out
am
there,
not fine
we follow
at
you on
all.
Twitter, and I believe na
I am barely managing.
One of the things that I remember that you talk about is AP Bren's like aggression. And I cannot remember the actual term you used, but more like yung
I just don't need to be in the hospital.
This is the grab that allows them to do it. They have the Farsa, they have the Brody, so they can burst down people. That's what I noticed in this game as well. Do you think that etong AP Bren na ito yung mas gusto na ng mga beats, yung mga fans sila na mapanood na kind of playstyle from them?
Absolutely. Actually, ito kasi yung identity ng AP Bren. And this is the sort of Bren that we normally see.
Why are you streaming? Because I need the views. Yeah, we struggling out here, you know.
Kasi AP Bren, their playstyle, medyo similar sila sa Echo. They love to play with aggression. And that's actually key against Blacklist International. Although Blacklist, they sort of like adapted. They're slowly.
I used my Revitalize once.
That, like, aggressive mode because
nab
of the
that
additions
kill.
of Bren, Jace, and Sui. And obviously Yue has actually stepped up in the mid lane, like matching up like in the levels of Sanji. And I even interviewed Coach TikTok. He does see Yue as like his playstyle is reminiscent of Sanji. So yeah, this is the AP Bren. I was surprised to see because I was expecting they'll be gassed out because when we interviewed them,
I need to die. All my
during
items.
the press conference, Coach Ducky was like saying, my players need a break, you know, like can we at least extend like the vacation period before the playoffs? But no, it seems like AP Bren is ready to kick off.
Why is Bernard in the hospital? I got discharged. The surgery went smooth. I got it surgery done yesterday. And I got discharged this morning.
And they absolutely need that. This is a race for the M5 slot, and so far one game ahead na ang AP Bren. It doesn't mean though that they
So winner of this
after that game
goes to M5, right?
That
I believe.
International also have a lot of tricks up their sleeves. That is game number 1
Yeah.
with Wonder Drift, aka Ocho G, and of course Wolf. Babalik na natin ito kay Marakino for an interview.
Damn, their halftime is pretty long. Dude, what is this production, man? No. No, my Savage. Bro, we can't even hear it. Mara, we can't hear you. Mara, we can't hear you, Mara. Nice production, bro. Nice production. Nice production.
Victory!
Oh, I can't hear a thing. I can't hear a thing. I can't hear a thing, guys. Finisher Echo versus RSG? No, I won't be. Oh wait, so winner doesn't go to M5 yet. It's the next series, upper bracket, that defines who's going to M5. Guaranteed. So basically, the winner of Bren versus Black and the winner of Echo versus RSG. What am I saying? Winner of Echo and our Echo's in loser bracket with RSG. So winner here goes to M5. And then loser goes versus the winner of Echo and RSG, and they fight for the other M5 slot. Right? Well, that's not like silly and dumb.
Tatay, alam niyo po, sobrang nakakatuwa yung story.
You got it right?
Hindi po lahat ng magulang nakakaintindi J, talaga naniwala kayo. Ano po nakita niyo doon?
Talagang magaling naman siya maglaro. Nagdo-Dota yan eh. Sa amin kasi panlaban sila ng Dota, silang dalawa ni Dings.
Ah, si Dings!
Silang dalawa panlaban ng Dota. Tapos,
Sinusubukan niyo pa habang naglalaro?
pagkonsinti mo sa anak mo, hindi nagbunga naman eh. Sabi niya sa akin.
Totoo, ang cool niyo pala na tatay. Sobrang cool niyo.
Ang mga anak ko, anim kami, anim yung anak ko. 3 babae, 3 lalaki. Yung babae ko ngayon,
Who is this old man?
teacher na. Yung pangalawa, andyan kasama namin. Then, itong pangatlo, manager ng Jollibee. Yung pangalawa, yung pangatlo, web developer, yung pangatlo. Ang pangapat, si Cedric, si Dengs.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the
Someone give me context on who this man is. I don't understand a single thing he's saying.
and I speak for
Alam
this
nga siya
world.
sa akin na magpapaintindi siya ng pag-aaral niya. Sige. Yun talagang gusto mo.
Something like hope.
Yun ang talagang gusto mo.
Ow. Ow. I'm dead.
Kay Doggy. Si Doggy,
He's Renajay's daughter? Oh.
sinabi niya, Tito, papayagan mo ba si Renny J na na dito? Sabi ko kasi nag-aaral yan.
I have no
Sabi
idea
ko,
what he's
Doggy,
saying
gusto
though.
mo pag-aaralin ko dito.
It's supposed to be like some heartfelt moment, and I have no idea what's going on. See, that's the thing with the English casting. Oh shit, my stomach. With the English stream in Indonesia, if it's stuff that's not in English, they swap screens. So PH is still on the. It's just only PH, but they're still showing it. I don't know. I'm dead.
Yan, basta ingatan mo, ako, kailangan dyan, walang drugs. Yan.
If it doesn't hurt too much, chat, I'll probably end. So far, I'm managing.
Reincarnated.
But when I talk too much, my stomach hurts. We'll see.
Hindi yan nagda-drugs. Yan ang ko kay Doggy.
We'll see how I feel
Hindi,
after a
walang
few
nagda-drugs
games.
Dito, sabi niya, babae lang meron.
Still friends.
Sabi, pero hindi naman mahilig sa babae sa Renzi.
Hindi po ba?
Hindi.
Pero ang dami nagkakagusto kay Renny J, ah. Ang dami.
Ano na yan eh, stick to one yan.
Stick to one. Napaka-cool niyo po. Sobrang cool niyo. Sobrang swerte ni Renny J na yung parents na nakakaintindi sa passion.
Siyempre, kailangan magiging culture ng anak mo, magiging success ng anak mo, kailangan supportado
I'm dead.
supportahan ng magulang
Nice.
talaga sa karir ng anak mo. Kaya siya, sabi niya, sige pa, sabi niya gano'n, maglalaro na ako ng MPL.
His pop's telling a story that Renajay used to deliver pork and he gets 150 PHP a day, about 3 USD, and uses 2 USD to play computer games of 4.
Parehas yung
that's
understanding na binibigay nyo. Dahil kung ganito lahat ng parents, feeling ko po, successful, maraming magiging successful na mga kabataan ngayon.
Oo, nakita mo, ano naman, di ba? Obvious ba? Andito kami
How
ngayon sa
wholesome,
MPL
how
para
wholesome.
supportahan siya.
Palakpakan natin! Si Tatay Rolando! Anong nakakatuwa? Sabi nyo, 150 yung sweldo ni Renny J, 100 pinapak-ML niya. Ay, grabe. Alam niyo ba, merong bago ngayon yung Smart G820. Pwede kayong mag-ML doon sa Smart Giga Arena 20. Ano naman, kasama natin dito ang kanyang Pico, ang kanyang kuya, Deng. Okay, i-close up natin kasi kamukha ni Renny J. Feeling ko, ayan. Alam mo, sabi nga namin, si Renny J, maraming nagkakagusto sa kanya. Sobrang talented, pogi. O, ikaw, kamusta? Kasi ito si Dengs, nag-stream din. Saan ka namin mahahanap, Dengs?
Okay.
Sa yung page na?
Thanks po.
Okay, anong pinagkaiba nyo? sa
Alive?
Renny J?
I am
Magkamukha
barely managing right now, my brother.
Pangalan ikwento mo naman sa amin bilang kuya, syempre, yung ating bunso or second sa bunso, nagkukwento yun tungkol sa mga pressure na nangyayari sa MPL, lalo na ngayon, nandito siya sa playoff.
Holy fuck.
Ano kwento niyo sa'yo? Nakakabahan.
I don't think this would be this hard, I'm not gonna lie. This halftime is insanely long.
Kahit sa mga hindi pro player, sa mga nag-a-ask po siya ng mga idea po. Kumbaga ina-humble niya po talaga yung sarili niya sa mga kahit kumbaga mas tinitake niya pa yung idea ng iba na kahit hindi naman, di ba kasi syempre po pro player siya, dapat siya yung pero
This chat is wilding. Yeah.
kasi ako rin po mahilig po ako magbasa sa yung
The interview is longer than the game, you're actually like 100% right.
dapat binabasa mo para may execute mo. Kumisa po, nagtatanong sa akin. Yan yung nag-i-start pa lang po yan. Sobrang talagang binibigay niya po yung best niya. Talagang alas 4 ng madaling araw po yan.
I'm dead.
Matitulog, tas may pasok po siya ng alas 7.
The interview literally seems longer than the game, you're right about that though.
Yung bata pa lang po siya, tas yung nanakaw po.
How is your health?
Talagang yung pinagdaanan niya
It's
po,
fucking
ang
bad.
Oo, nakakatuwa talaga. O, kwento mo ano yung mga businesses na mga ginawa ni Ren and Jay? Nagtayo kayo ng restaurant noon, nagkaroon kayo ng t-shirt business, tapos nagkaroon siya ng music, right?
This is
Ano yung
ridiculously
pinaka-proud ka?
long.
Sa lahat ng achievements ni Ren and Jay, ano doon?
Actually po lahat po proud naman po. Kasi kaya niya naman po maging andun sa ganun ba. Lalo na po yung sa pagkanta. Kasi kumbaga shine niya po yun eh. Papakita niya po yung sarili niya dun. Pero nung time po na kumakanta siya, hindi niya
Alright, bro. I'm
talagang
managing
sinama
Warrior.
niya po kami sa music. Talagang
I feel like
yung
garbage,
ginagawa niya
but
po as a family po.
yeah,
Para pa sa
I'm here.
Nakakatuwa ang story nyo. Actually, gusto ko talagang i-interviewin pa kayo ng mas matagal. Sobrang nakakataba ng puso na makita natin yung ibang side
Dead.
ng ating players tulad ni Ren and Jay. So keep on supporting him, lalo na sa laban na to. And the game is about to
Feel
start.
better?
Kaya
Not
kailangan
really.
natin balikan ang ating mga casters.
Holy fuck. Please just get to the
Lovely
game.
conversation between Mara Aquino and of course
3-0, Bren,
Jay's
please.
family members,
3-0.
of course, notably his father and his older brother. I have to shake that man's hand
Yeah.
for bringing Renegade into this world.
We gotta, and you know, hopefully at the same time, because we talked about Renegade for a bit during the draft and even before and
As you
everything, as you do.
I will never
And
stop
you know, I feel like in a way, game 2, he's got to kind of change things up, right? Amber, like you said, was not very good, but it was good that they tried it.
Yeah, again, in the draft alone, there was a lot that they could fix. Gameplay-wise, though, gameplay-wise, Mr. Satapur talked to us. What could Blacklist do to shake things up? Because it looked like they weren't all there.
We in?
Yeah, I feel like they should not forget that one of their strengths is cross-map plays. Yes, they're a great team-fighting team, but the cross-map plays, I'll get more into that later, they should not forget.
All right, well, real quick before we talk about the nitty-gritty of game number 2 and the rest of this best of 5, I'd like you guys to imagine a world where you can stay connected seamlessly without the hassle
We're eating
of a
spaghetti.
SIM card. Imagining this? Yes?
Yep, right there.
You can do this with smart prepaid eSIM. It's something that allows you to no longer be bound by traditional SIM.
And that is amazing because this cutting-edge technology, it redefines the way you guys connect, communicate, and live your life. Of course, get yours digitally delivered to you by email
Well, this
or
guy's trolling,
technology
no?
at the Smart Online store for only 99 pesos.
Holy fuck, my team is trolling. They just let Haya do that.
It's okay, because you told them about it being 99 pesos.
We imagine
We're in
the world
draft?
Together.
together as one.
Here we go.
Finally, we're in draft.
Get a room to get an eSIM repped. It's AP Bren once more on the play, and Black
Yo,
is
real
answering
talk,
back.
why does the
Stand out
mic
all,
quality
literally all,
sound
versus
so
Louis
bad?
Zeros. There's the
Like,
Bren
you can
and
tell when
Yakai
they're
and the
laughing.
artist, while Blacklist taking out the Joy and the Nolan.
It's like it
Whoa,
peaks so
hack
easily.
sense, hack a sense. That's a very unique approach by APB, but I feel like they're going to limit test something here. They're limit testing something
It's
here.
one of those drafts.
It's going to be one of those drafts. I feel like it.
Because it has to be, because why would you ban the Marti so soon?
Fanny.
6 bans on junglers.
Fanny. They want it. And Blacklist International, they're not holding back. Oh, it's not a Fanny. It's an Edith first. So still taking away picks from Ren J. I'd like to see them pick up a Novaria. Play to their strength like that. A Valentina for you would be great as well. So they can get the Nova Valen combo right away. Or they can, if it's going to be Jella, I'd prefer to see it in mid.
Matilda 2 is open.
Matilda 2 is actually open, yes. So could be a Matilda and then a Valentina. But then they're going to have to go tanky the jungler and they're out. They're almost out.
I would like to see Blacklist International take the Matilda. Because then the hitman becomes the wingman. And that's okay. Oh, right?
Yep.
There's a Matilda, Terizla.
Okay. They're making the most of what's left in the metagame. And of course, their hero.
Okay.
Terizla,
Matilda.
Blacklist, again, it's an honest XP laner. Like this is, I think, the breakout XP laner of Season 12.
Terizla.
As it is, yeah. So what does this open up for AP Bren? Do they get the jungler here, now, or their gold laner?
They can play into the gold lane. I'd like to see them hold their jungle pick for later.
All right, maybe for
Do a
Shop.
giveaway for your painkillers.
Close it up, because again,
What the
what's
hell?
left?
Oh.
Do they want to go back to the Bar? Oh, yeah, Barat looks great now. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Barat
take
looks
some
better.
painkillers
Yeah,
right
let's
now,
hope it's
honestly.
better. Especially
I'm
with
gonna
the
go get
Matilda.
some. I need it.
What if AP Bren
I'll be
just
right
take
back.
it away, right? Just take it out of the hands.
I'll be
of
right back.
Louis.
Like the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Like a what? Take it away.
Take it away. Take it
Oh,
away.
now.
I was singing a different song.
Take it
You know.
away.
Oh, it's a Fanny. Okay. And a Faramis.
Wait.
Mid Farah,
I was-
Rome Edith.
Wow, okay. I'm glad the Fanny comes out, but I wasn't expecting it, like, right now.
Yeah, I really thought they'd leverage that into the
Same.
second phase, but it's like, okay, you know what? We just rather not have it banned. So, okay, Blacklist, we're gonna pick in the jungle. Barrett's up against that Fanny. It's gonna feel slow again, despite you having the Matilda. It will feel slow.
Maybe they did it too because of the fact that you already got the Matilda there, so you're not worried about like Hilda, for example, being picked up, and just planning, you know, themselves in your jungle. So, and there's the gold lane option already being locked in as well. Brody.
Yeah, I was thinking about it in my head. The safest bet for Blacklist would to really get this Brody already, so they can just build around it for now. They need more frontline. It cannot just be the Terizla.
And of course, one of the few gold laners that can actually hold a candle against a Fanny. Because again, now they know, unless, I don't know, is there a world, Joseph, Renmar, wherein the Matilda plays mid? Because I don't like that. I don't like mid Matilda, man. It has bad wave clear. And I don't know, it's not very Yue.
If they're gonna do that, that means they're gonna play either a Kufa or a Cho for Renegade.
Because they have to.
Yeah, with Concussive Blast to help with that wave clear.
Oh,
in mid.
true. They could still curveball it basically.
Yeah, dude, that seems like a plan B.5. You know what I mean? It's, like,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
plan
yeah.
B and a half. It's just.
Oh, with them picking up the Yuzong, that actually might be the case. Wow, that's already 4 of Sensui's junglers taken out. In terms of what he's played so far this season.
Yeah, that was
His face is just like, all right, whatever at this point, bro.
Yeah, based on what we've shown, we only have the Barretts and the Popple and Koopa available left for us.
They want to see how deep that hero pool is of Sensui, though.
Coach MPB, it's whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Who was it? I can't recall yesterday. There was a fact of who plays the most unique heroes for the season.
In the jungle, it was Irad last
Oh,
we
was
checked.
okay,
Irad, yeah.
It was like 11, right, or something like that?
Yeah.
His Karina was the 13th last night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He played a Nolan 12,
Yeah.
Karina 13.
Aldous was 11.
Aldous with 11. There we go.
Memorable.
Not for RSG. APB. Oh, dude, that's all of 5. It's like AP Brett saying Popple and Koopa or change it.
We've gone to a different hacked version.
Just go Lance.
Dude, the face on Sensui is just, okay, this is it. Do what you will, if you must. All right, there you go. There's the Valentina, so this does confirm a Rome Matilda.
Tank junglers,
Holy fuck, sorry that took so long, guys. It's so hard for me to go up and down stairs.
Oh, thank you for bringing that up.
That's
yeah,
just
you're
me.
right.
That's just me. There's a 1 in 3 chance that you ask me a question and I answer you yes, no.
All right,
Yeah, that works.
Bren
What about Guinevere?
Guinevere jungle.
with the Fanny
we
pick.
saw Irad
Few on
bring
Faramis,
Fanny, yeah.
Ogwin on
It has to be
Edith.
something that can match the damage being dished out.
Or the peel. Or the peel.
Yeah. And we saw how tough it is to land your abilities as a Guinevere up against a lineup such as this.
Yeah.
See what it's gonna be. That's Beatrix and D-Roth.
D-Roth to counter the Terizla. Interesting,
Be
interesting.
the basil of drafts these days. It's that specific ingredient that just adds a taste.
There's so much variety to EXP right now. I love it. It's such a shame I'm not playing though.
Oregano. I'm just naming spices.
I thrive when the hero pulls are big.
Oh, it's a Guinevere.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Prediction
Predicted.
Guinevere.
Thank you very much. Guinevere, I called it. Some people probably like...
What happened to you? I got my appendix removed because I had appendicitis.
What are going to be the lottery numbers next week?
So there's 4 holes in my stomach.
Okay, so looking at the draft index, wave clear macro DPS, so overall damage per second.
You guys can see.
Much higher. Crowd control.
There's one right here, one right here, one right here. There's another one down here, but it's a little close to my pelvic area, so I'm not gonna show that.
All the crowd control in the world.
Yeah.
Just like fight damage. The thing is, it's
It hurts a lot. I just took some painkillers. Hopefully it helps.
Guinevere versus Fanny, it didn't go that well for the Guinevere.
So now we go into a new chapter in this bout. A new avenue of attack for the Hive to try and shake the agents into submission. If AP Bren can do this and they can ride their momentum, they are staring down match point. Here we go, game number 2.
All right, we're in game.
They drafted one hell of a lineup.
Love to see this too. Again, you know, whenever Kyle TZ gets his hands on the Fanny, I would say the majority of the time it actually
interesting
works really
Guinevere
well
pick. Guinevere actually has really nice clear speed though. Really nice clear speed.
Is Guinevere that? Well, we'll have to see if that is going to be it. But also, just a lot of attention here as well in the XP lane. Flap TZ, the way he played the previous game, man, even with this hero, this D-Roth that hasn't been a hot commodity this season even, could play out pretty well.
Whoa, Sensui a little deep there. They did lose the crab though.
And yeah, we have to look again very closely at the matchup between Few and Edward and their impact across the map here.
Whoa, Ogun with the flicker on the UA. Kyle's here. UA dies.
First blood going to the hands of Few.
Nice flicker from Ogun.
Furious here, already 500 gold ahead. That's the turtle, about half a minute away from spawning. Let's look at the emblem.
That's a
here.
huge.
Is this the same build
Whoa,
that
Sensui.
had on his Guinevere?
Looking at the
went quite low here.
Yeah, except the attack speed was a bit.
Maybe he had no jump.
I remember Irad had something else, but all the other emblems still the same. And let's just see if they can again match the speed that AP Bren are playing at, the Faramis that they're up against. And I want to see what the build here of Kaltiz will be.
Ohab's gotta be careful here.
Hammer rushing the Malefic Roar. Let's see if that's gonna
then
be the same
dip.
Thing around here. If
Marco's gonna try and hold the wave. It's really bad for Ohab.
Alright, something to note while we're looking
If Marco freezes this,
Kyle TZ favorite
it's really rough for Ohab going versus Fanny.
Last game,
Range, I think a bit aggressive here.
That he has, right?
It's fine though.
Sensui wasn't a very mechanically demanding hero, but that's his MO. He's the utility jungler. Here, is he armed for that? Is the
Okay,
Guinevere
Guinevere early on the turtle. Ogun's here to help zone. Kyle taking his blue still. Edward with the ult onto Ogun. Ogun has no flicker. Used it earlier. The realm goes off. Oh! Sensui's retreat. What is he doing? Sensui's dead. That blue is going to Kyle for sure. That was such a bad retreat from Sensui, man.
Hail Mary to just try and secure it, not just for him, but for Blacklist International. And now he's gonna be without his.
Such a bad retreat. I thought that was free for Blacklist. But you threw that retreat so hard.
Incredibly well-timed NetherRealm actually from Yue.
Oh, well, it seemed like the name of the game in that first turtle fight was PvP.
Now the Edith has turtle buff somehow.
When you're playing against Kyle TZ, you can't just
Ogun with the flicker toss again. Yue 1 HP though, he's gonna live.
Really clean if Kyle TZ was able to secure that.
Lovely. The shields from
Ogun's so good on those flicker tosses.
Damage reduction
Well played.
Gold shield turrets. It helps. AP Bren, 1,000 gold ahead. Where is it mostly on? Is it on Kyle TZ?
Yeah, actually. Mostly on Kyle TZ. Super Marco just, well, the gap isn't that massive. So yeah, Kyle TZ with the kills he's been getting. And then
Marco
the farm
gets
isn't getting
that.
all across the map. Again,
Sensui
Blacklist,
retried that
just like
too,
what
but
AP
it
Bren
was
did
too
in game
slow.
number 1, they're not allowing Blacklist to play at a
That's kind of
tempo that
insane.
they're comfortable with. However, again, what they have here is if they can team fight together really well, especially for the second turtle, I'd want to see them try and contest this. They shouldn't just give this up. If they do, then they're really going to have to give up the third just so they can split push elsewhere.
All right, about 30 seconds until this second turtle comes up. AP Bren approaching 2,000.
Since he was off by 105
gold
HP,
ahead.
yeah, but
Again,
there was
the
no
last few
jungler
seconds
even
before
nearby.
the-
Oh!
What a read!
Again, what a catch
Oh.
here from Ogwin. Oheb in
Oh.
trouble.
Wow.
Will not be able to
What a
survive. It's
toss
Ogwin
from
that gets the
Ogwin.
kill. There's a reason
Caught
this was
Oheb
picked up
mid-air.
early on, first pick for AP Bren.
Did you
Wait,
see
that was
Predicted
insane.
where Oheb was going to go. Ogwen just stood there and said, I'm going to take this, then I will
That
take
was
you with me.
insane.
And I don't know, Oheb, I think, understood the situation and he somehow wanted to play around with it.
GG.
He had more mechanical skills
boss?
left. Flicker, of course,
GG.
but no. They just bursted him down there.
Didn't even burn the flicker anymore. I feel like at that point, Oheb and Blacklist
Blacklist
already
getting
accepted that, yeah, we're
choked.
gonna lose our gold lane.
With that
Chokes
kind of read,
down.
Yeah, and just saving that
Oh.
flicker instead. So, count easy.
Hello. Kyle TZ. Not going to be able to get anything out of that,
Whoa.
but yeah, you know, with that, you can see we got Oheb there now in the bottom.
Oh, wow.
Going to switch it up.
All right, he's wave ahead of the switch.
Let's see if AP Bren will be able to break this because Few and Count Easy will have to defend the bottom.
Still Edward. Okay,
Oh.
another.
Oh,
onward
another
you go.
flicker
Few
toss.
flickers
Not
out
gonna
of that
connect,
one,
though.
But they will lose the
Edward
turret.
does have the tough
So
boots.
with that, again, AP Bren just working with this lead they have, and a big item pickup here for Count Easy.
Is this not the Infinix All-Star roamer of the season?
Yeah.
Is this
He
not
is.
how Ogwin plays?
Call him the master for a reason. However, that could have been a better engaged by AP Bren. They got it, but they could have gotten the kill onto Edward, actually. It's just that the timing of the Abysm Strike plus the onward
okay.
of the Edith actually sent Edward out of the Abysm Strike, giving him enough room
2K
to be
gold
able
lead
to
for
flicker
Bren.
away. But still, they were able to get what they could. And even though they're struggling, Blacklist still making the right cross-map call, sending Oheb to the bottom lane right away. But AP Bren read into it with a rotation.
Bren
of
has
Count
so
Easy
much
and
pressure right
Oh,
now.
look, he's
Oh,
living
look
in
at the top side.
orange.
Edward
Count
forced to
Easy.
flicker
Gonna
out,
get
not
that
flicker
penalty zone out,
dash.
gonna get
Oh,
caught here a
Oheb
little
with
bit, though.
stun.
Oheb
Not gonna matter
doesn't
though.
use the
Surprised he didn't
24
ult.
memory, though.
He can flicker and do it.
Oh.
He could flicker in, goes
Oh,
in, Dagger gets the
and
stun.
Kyle's
there it is.
down.
There's the kill. Oheb
I'm surprised
uses that
Kyle
little
stayed.
form of revenge. And now him and Ren and Jay will work on this top side turret.
Well, AP
That's
Bren
really
does
good for
make up
Black.
the fact that bottom lane got
Just
pushed,
getting some
but I don't
sort
think
of
that was
kill, some sort
necessary.
of,
Blast
especially on
actually
Oheb.
punishing AP Bren. Were they overconfident there?
Yeah, it looked like an overconfident.
Definitely overconfident
clear on the minion
from,
wave by
Kyle.
Count Easy. It's as if he also
He thought he
didn't
was
even
invincible.
think about,
It was
I'm
really
gonna go
greedy.
for this flicker
Nah,
here.
he wouldn't.
He wouldn't, but then look what happened. He did, and
Still probably a
Blacklist
free
and Navi were
turtle.
able to gain something. However,
Oh,
with the
wow.
flicker from the Brody gone, that reduces
Okay.
the chances of Blacklist actually contesting this turtle. As you see, they do
Only
not.
a 1K gold lead
Still
now.
gets it. So it was like a long-term investment, but still at the same time, you didn't really need to make it.
Uh-oh. Look at this.
Oh,
Okay, this
Edward.
Could be dicey. Could be spicy. Edward.
Having
The
ult
defensive
out.
penalty zone. I know you have an acronym for that one, Leo.
DPC.
Easy. You're going to have to use it, but right now it's AP Bren just trying to find what they can around the map.
All right, and all this time, there was a threat of a push down bottom. AP Bren throw enough firepower at that to quell the push. Interestingly enough, AP Bren here slowing down as
Yep.
we ramp up into the mid game.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for that sudden power spike out of
EXP
a
pretty
fight.
even.
Captain Zero
Gold's
come up
actually
from
pretty
an
even
off
too.
angle,
So
already
I'll
up
see a
to
gold
an
diff
anti
between
Karab
mid
back
lane.
to Sensui. So
Big
again,
gold
this
diff
is just
between mid
that
lane. Roll major
utility of
junglers.
Guinevere. Meanwhile, Dreadnought and Blade Armor already for Edward Thursla.
Kyle
Gonna take
gonna
the purple
snab
No
Sensui's
contest,
blue
of
buff.
course. A little too risky for Sensui to even fight for that.
Playing footsies with Edward here. Badia Smith forcing out another DPZ.
Okay.
Okay, he does. Yeah, he's happy with that. Again, you can see quite the
Oh,
lead he
Heb.
has, but
Trying to
Oheb
run here.
able to put some pressure up there. Few gonna keep him from going back. Here comes the rest of
Okay,
the team, though.
goodbye,
AP
Oheb.
Bren on the hunt. Ogwin waiting for his
Oh,
own onward.
oh.
In, gets the knock.
Netherrealm goes off on both sides.
Netherrealm from both sides. Still gonna be fighting
Wait.
for it. Kyle T's in the back
Oheb
side.
getting Doe on
Still
here.
looking for more.
Thought
Oheb
he's dead.
still alive.
Bro, that was
Blacklist
so
International, how
greedy
did
from
no one
Bren.
die? It was Flap that
Bren,
went
bro,
down.
what are they
Pure
doing?
kill. The instincts
That
of
was
this
so
young
greedy.
man whether on the defense or the offense.
Owen tried flickering after Matilda flying through the air.
To get one for Black.
This is what we
What are
talked
they
about, the
doing?
controllabilities that Blacklist International has over AP Bren. Then at the same
That was
time,
so
if
greedy.
they fight together as 5, the chances are good, and they did that
Oops.
really well to save Oheb and to even get a kill onto AP Bren. Now, interesting interaction as well. The reason Flap TZ and Ogun were able to cast him was, well, Flap got to lock in his skill onto the Brody, so even though he was guiding winded by the
Oheb leveled up.
Tiroth was locked in.
I don't think that saved him.
But Oheb was able to also flicker out in time.
But you know what? It wasn't just Flap TZ that flew. Even the Edith. So it's the onward that locked in that also led to both of them going in.
Yeah, now you
Renegade since we're going in as well.
into this fight, still gonna be going.
What a combo! Holy shit! Wait, I didn't even think about that. Did you guys know that? The Matilda ults with the Guinevere ult. I mean, they all fucking lost and lost. They lost the game over it. But holy shit, what a combo!
Through the roof.
Let's ignore the fact that Blacklist just died 4 for nothing. But it was a nice ass combo.
Into a Lord here, 4,000 gold ahead. Like that sequence up top didn't even happen.
Super Marco with that precise kill, and that was the perfect cherry on top of a counter engage. That was one of the more beautiful combinations that we've seen from a Matilda and a Guinevere. Energy and Sensui, that was flashy. It was chef's kiss, but AP Bren, because of the dives of Blacklist International, didn't have enough to protect Oheb. Kyle TZ was on that Brody really quickly, and without their marksman, AP Bren were able to turn things around because they protected their marksman while Blacklist could not.
FwydChickn talks funny. I can't talk too loud right now, considering my stomach. I have to talk very soft. I can't even talk that much either. I'm also very tired. That's why I'm talking like this right now.
50% right away.
And with that, I mean, even the previous
Black no damage.
He just picked
up not until late game.
He just now has that. So
Bren do a damage jungler
and
a roam who does damage.
Yes, the Lord come down the bottom side. Black International's gonna have to answer it, but they're losing these turrets as well.
Here we go. Bottom lane, Lord. Mid lane, AP Bren. Top lane, Big Wave, and the rest of the squad. Blacklist on the back foot once more.
Oh, Edward being caught out here. Another one goes off. 1 HP. Owen gonna be able to get the kill and live.
Gets the kill. So they're going to be happy with that. Lord has been worked on. Blacklist International holds on to the base turrets.
I mean, successful defense, and if you got to put a body right in front of AP Bren to get there, I'd say it's worth it here.
3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0.
Build onto this Beatrix. Blacklist need to reach it. That's their biggest problem now. After all of the dives, after the Fanny, is can you even reach the Beatrix, Malefic Roar, Heptus,
3-0,
and the Wind of Nature that you mentioned as well. While Fanny actually just got to build a Sea Halberd. So this is AP Bren locked and loaded. They can just continue the sequence of clearing waves, positioning for Lord, trying to find an opening here, while Blacklist will try to play the cross map, sending Renegade along with Oheb to split push the side lanes or the opposite lanes in the meantime.
Now you mentioned the Hitman, the Matilda.
Imagine Black versus sleeping, that would be wild, bro. I am like watching another game and I'm going to sleep. I'm not even sure I want to watch another game. If this is not a 3-0, I am going to sleep at 2-1. Oh, and there's a pause.
Here, game number 2.
I don't want to push myself too hard.
Allow for us to actually digest and consider the options. What could happen in the next 2 to 3 minutes to allow for us to make a better call of what's going to happen here in game number 2.
Bring back the Fwyd, not the soft boiled.
You know, similar to what you guys said about yesterday's performance with the Guinevere, like, it's tough, man. You know, it's the way that the bans went, all targeting Sensui's picks, and then he picks up this Guinevere. Even with the Guiding Wind and having the Matilda there in Renegade's hands, like, you're still seeing him not being able to basically contest these objectives, get the space that he needs to get into these Lord Pit fights now that we're there at this point in the game, unless they are able to pull off some surprise initiation, surprise attack, whether that's, you know, on the wings of literally Renegade, or if they can pull off a concealed play or something. that's where it might fall in favor for Blacklist International. But again, what's staring them in the face is this nearly 8,000 gold deficit that they're at. So even if they pull off something great and they get a great initiation, it's like economy-wise, itemization-wise, do they have enough
like when
to
RSG
actually
going to
withstand
M5 and now
the
only one has a
damage
chance?
being thrown at them from AP Bren?
You thought RSG was going to go to M5, bro?
For you guys here. So if you remember the sequence we saw with AP Bren and Blacklist where Renegade and Satsui pulled that off, we might see an adjustment. If it's not going to be Renegade and Satsui, it might be Renegade and Edward flying to the back line of Blacklist.
That is insane.
That was a long flight. Now, what Blacklist needs to do in that scenario is then to make sure that Yue and whoever is left behind can protect OHEB and they'll play the turnaround from there.
Conceal play going to be used. Kyle TZ swinging in
Edward quite deep here. Tries to ult, but it's not going to matter. He is dead. Kyle goes in, but no blue.
That might be enough
Gets out.
for AP Bren to just be happy and call it back. Lord's going to be up in 10.
Just do Lord and then the game. Then we go on to game 3 and 3-0, and I can go to bed.
One player. Edward goes down here, 20 seconds on the clock. That does open up a free Lord for AP Bren, so I'd say that's worth it.
And Satsui still able to get that purple buff. Very worth it. And now, let's see if Blacklist International will be able to weather the next oncoming storm with this push. A massive lead. The Fanny pickup.
Double
Every
ammo.
time Kyle Teasy just shows himself at the right time. In
One
the
game
back
2,
line
this is
to
game
make
2.
Blacklist hesitate.
You gotta think twice.
I'm
Again,
saying I hope
they did
Bren
this
wins
against
this
RSG
game and the
last
next
night,
game,
where in a
and then I go
buckshot,
sleep.
A Hilda and a Fanny were roaming, roughshod, wanton chaos across the map. Now it's just Kyle Deasy, and it's doing the same thing.
Yeah, they're not going to give him this orange buff. They're going to go ahead and wait for this Lord to march up top side. So now it's up to Blacklist International. 10K down. Can we defend against this, right? Do we have the tools where we need to be? What also does Yue do, right? For the most part, he's been taking the Nether Realm, trying to extend some of these team fights as well, but right now the firepower is the big question.
This could be it, gentlemen. There's a wave in mid, Lord up top. This is a fight waiting to break out.
Oh, Flap gets caught out, dashes out, he's alive. OHEB with the 24 range.
Memory, not enough though.
Flap is still alive though, has to reset.
Lord gets the top turret,
they
it's gonna be work
can't
done, and the
end,
mid turret
bro.
goes down.
No
But Blacklist
way.
International holds on for a little longer.
They
Yue
can't
just
end.
built up a divine glaive. It feels like it was ages
Why?
since him building
Just
a
end.
trying to rush that item, but he opted to go for the lightning charge earlier, get a bit more cooldown reduction, and of course with how AP Bren are positioning themselves around the Faramis, you want to use the resonate passive to maximize the damage. Yeah, it's just AP Bren total control. We've already laid down what Blacklist International could potentially do. The other scenario is then to just AP Bren completely flub an attempt to end the game in a base stage.
Oh, I think they're gonna push it once again. Onward goes in.
Does
There are
not go
shatters.
off.
Still gonna
Oh
work
no,
for
it
the
doesn't go
turret.
off. Open
Nether
pushers
Realm
out.
answer. Kyle T's gonna go on the back side. Still looking for a
Sensui.
kill. They're quite healthy for now.
Still alive.
We'll hold on.
Kyle does not
TZ showed
re-engage.
himself with the cables, but Blacklist International will hold on to
Oh.
a sliver of the turret.
No,
Oh,
Sensui is still alive.
playing with danger here as he stays alive.
Immaculate
Still
defense.
alive.
Blacklist played that very well. Not a single casualty, and they keep their bottom lane inhibitor, albeit with just 1 HP.
Despite the massive item disparity, which is evident right now in every skirmish and fight that we're seeing, yeah, Blacklist International, they're keeping it very composed. Again, with all the turnarounds we've seen all throughout MPL Philippines Season 12 and even before that in Season 11, it's not impossible for Blacklist to find a turnaround. It's just very difficult because AP Bren aren't giving them a lot of room for errors to capitalize on.
Itemization here. OHEB's actually almost full build. If OHEB's full build,
Tank.
Yep.
and they somehow play around him, he doesn't die, they have a shot. Even though they do an 11k gold lead, OHEB's still pretty fed. In this late in the game, the goalie doesn't matter as much. Because it starts for everyone slowly starts to get full build. Fights are more like skill based.
Everything to set up OHEB for success, and yeah, the Brody is the main condition now for Blacklist International. Well, for AP Bren, with everything that's going well for them, their lead, they can't miss out on their targeting. They still have to keep that Brody in check and try to respect the marksman of Blacklist.
Yep, nothing comes for free. Now the Lord dance.
Man, 4 black are in a bush.
Going for a slow pull here, but Sensui wants to reset, wants to go put it over the blacklist side, and they don't know where Marco is.
Yeah, and you also see the positioning here of Kautizi. He's going to be the split threat.
Flab going on Sensui, getting pulled around here. Sensui, looking good.
So they might just have to give this one up.
That Lord is gone, it seems.
They know they're down a member as well. They got to defend that bot, but Lord's secured for AP Bren.
All right, so there's that. Again, it's so hard to contest when you're looking down double digits of a gold lead. And yeah, AP Bren's going to continue choking out Blacklist, cordon them off, keeping them inside their base.
Starlium Scythe was the item built up just now by Ogwen. Few with the Holy Crystal, Flapteezy with the Dominance Ice. So the utility that they were able to play with this Deeroth, of course, with him naturally having armor reduction here, physical defense reduction, it just set up Kautizi and Super Marco with being able to deal more damage. While for Blacklist, let's see if they can hold on here. It's going to be tough, not impossible, but incredibly difficult.
Here we go. Lord marching through mid, bottom lane.
And the game, 13k goalie. There's no way they don't end.
The defense by Black.
UA still looking for an ultimate himself here. Onward, over.
Sensui dead. Edward, 4-man ult.
Quickly, Edward gonna jump in with his own penalty zone.
He's
still
dead.
gonna be fighting for a Kyle. TZ gets a double. Renegade on the run. It's UA and OHEB defending. He's tossed up again into Super Marco's hands, and that'll be it. As AP Bren gets to match point.
This winning moment is brought to you by our official sponsor, FWD Life Insurance.
Damn, I sell life insurance?
We're seeing. These are Yellow Jacket Hornets. My goodness, what AP Bren are doing in this series
Reverse
so
sweep,
far.
hell no.
Dismantling the code like this. It's shades of their ISF World Championship form that we're seeing.
Joseph, tell me, you breathe the same air they did in Iash, Romania.
Yeah.
Is this that same team that won that World Championship?
Guys, it's looking like it. I mean, right now, when you look at this, the way that they're playing here, it's clean across the board. Every single lane is just popping off. And again, we got to give it up to the Infinix All-Star, Ogwen. The master Ogwen here is just doing for this lineup. And it's kind of scary because right now I don't see a weak link in the armor right now.
That and the draft alone. So
he didn't see a weak chink in the armor, guys.
After that win, it was time for them to, maybe take it closer to 50-50.
I can say that.
MTB and the rest of Blacklist would respond. They found another avenue of attack here. Again, as obvious as it is, still an innovation to actually bear down hard.
You're on life insurance.
Blacklist is newest member.
I am.
What do they do from this point?
Oh, we'll see how it's going to change now because there might be a side switch still. The two games we've seen AP Bren on the blue side, so that might be the breath of fresh air for Blacklist International, but I wouldn't be surprised if AP Bren just keeps taking away Sensui jungle picks.
Oh man, that's what the bans were like. Let's throw it over to our analyst to break down exactly what happened here in game number 2.
Very exciting, of course. Nakita natin doon mula sa AP Bren. Most specifically, that's a Faramis plus the fanning na pick-up nila. At game number 2, when we look at our hindi ulit ako mag-isa pa ngayon. May kasama ulit ako dito na napakalapit na player. Actually, kung hindi nyo na itatanong, naging part din ng pro scene. Kasabayan ng ating idol na si Eson Esports. Welcome to FLBH Playoffs. Hindi siya si 8G ngayon, pero I'm here to see
What's up, Madlang people?
Panapahan naman natin do. What's up, man? Alam mo, ito bang ilan sa mga first time mo makakapunta sa playoffs ng MPL?
Yung una nga feeling ko mag-playoffs ako Pero dumating yung panahon na naging analyst pala ako ng playoffs, no?
Oo, sakto. Ito, si Okata, kung hindi nyo natatanong, naging part siya nung Salty Salad.
Yes, Salty Salad.
Which is kasabay nila Eson noon. At naging first runner-up.
Like, I'd rather just listen to the English casters just babble than listen to, like, a language I have no idea.
Ito yung mga naglalaro sa atin ngayon. That is going to be Owen ulit, no? Kay ang ating MVP. Actually, gusto ko tayong tanongin kung ano.
Yeah, Owen deserved it for sure. He played it really well.
Dito sa game na to.
Sa akin talaga si Ogwen Saktong-sakto yung pagkaka-MVP niya. Bali, nakita ko nung una, parang deserve ni Kyle TZ. Kasi ang ganda ng mga mekos-mekos ni Insan So nakita yung mekos-mekos niya. So nung badang mid-game na,
parang nawawala yung focus niya eh. Parang pinaglalaroan niya yung mga cables niya. So, nawawala yung discipline. Kasi yung Bren, pag lumamang talaga, alam natin kinakrush nila yung kalaban eh. So, ba't ng mid-game yung wala
English class or he'll PH slacking?
MVP kay
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Well, we can see that, no? Maganda yung mga pinakita dito ni Caltisi. Pero meron kasing mga plays na ginawa
I didn't know they have the English casting for like a lot longer.
Ang ganda ng first turtle na yun.
Wala si Caltisi nung moment na ito yung favorite ko, yung nahanap niya.
Yes, grabe. Ang bilis na kasi Brody. As OHF.
Yo, chill. Chill, Brody, chill.
Then nahuli niya ng ganun. So, amazing yung ginawa ni Ogwen.
I'm dead.
Kung hindi nyo napansin, mid-animation po yun nung lipad yung guiding wind. So, pwede palang makat off yun as we saw. Ang ganda dito sa AP Bren, napansin ko lang din ang kata. Ewan ko, napansin mo rin. Discipline sila kahit dito. Tingnan mo yung aggression nila, pero nag-back agad sila. So, ano mangyayari na sila. But what else can you say about yung performance dito ng AP Bren sa game number 2?
Sobrang one-sided nung game para sa akin eh. Dahil yung drafting ng Blacklist, wala siya pang lockdown sa Fanny. So sa drafting pa lang na sumatotal ko na, parang lamang agad yung AP Bren.
Yep. Nakita natin na sa followed up by the Matilda. Napilitan din
Whoa, this board.
Hero dito ni Ohead. Yes. Eventually, nakuha nila itong Valentina, itong Winnie. In fact, itong Winnie guys, dito yung first time na ginamit yung Winnie.
Whoa, chillax.
Itong Fanny, nakita natin yung laban sa RS, sa laban ng RSG versus Bren.
I'm dead. I wanted a savage, man. Whatever.
Kapos talaga yung Guinevere, masasabi ko.
Kapos talaga din yung Guinevere kasi parang first time ko ata nakita si Sensui na gumamit ng Guinevere and sa playoffs niya pa ginamit. So siguro mas prefer ko na
What surgery you got? I got my appendix removed.
Niya, diba?
So, bus din eh. Parang ano
I had appendicitis.
Bumuhugot sila ng mga barats. Since meron
Oh, that was cool.
naman nga yung barats because of their Matilda. Ito yung nakakatuwa dito kay Kelty sa first 5 minutes. Imbis na mag-focus dun sa first turtle ng ating laban, ang commendable sa kanya is, ang ganda ng farming niya.
Ganda ng farming niya.
Inuna niya yung farming dito. So, gano'n ba ka-importante sa Fanny na mag-focus muna sa farm in the first 5 minutes of the game?
Sobrang importante ng farm kay Fanny kasi kailangan mo unahan ng level yung jungle ng kalaban eh. Kasi Fanny. So, kung maunahan yung Fanny ng kalaban, so di siya makapag-consistent ng farm. So sa ginawa ni Keltizi, sobrang naubos niya lahat ng farm. Inubos niya din. Pag nag-follow up siya ng clash, on point. Kasi yung Megos din ni Ogwen, saktong-sakto yung mga setup
Got masters in yapping.
We can see naman yung mga emblem build coming out from the team. Of course, yung mga typical na nakikita natin ngayon, the quantum surge, very important. At pati na rin yung wilderness blessing. At interestingly though, sa AP Bren, ang meron ng dyan si Captain sa Item C, Super Marco. In fact, itong Beatrix na naka-quantum surge, na itong nakikita sa ngayon.
Yung masyadong kita.
Obviously, yung Beatrix, yung masyadong nakikita. Pero yung meron ka dito na ang quantum charge, hindi na gustong mang-rundown ng AP Bren. So, may make sense din naman yata kasi meron silang Fanny, pero sumubsub talaga.
Balikan yun talaga yung tactic ng AP Bren ngayon eh. Since yung mga hero nila,
Always on vacation.
Like yung mag-follow up. So siguro kailangan din ni Beatrix ng ganong kabilis na mobility. Kaya siguro siya na ganun.
I don't know.
Yep. And of course, Blacklist, hindi naman natin pwede
Echo, okay, bro. The Echo did not win M4 by luck. Let's not go into that much cope.
But you can see na yung AP Bren, ang daming in the zone na players coming out from them. Nandiyan si Flap TZ na you saw already si Ogwen, pero ito si Flap TZ din. Ang ganda ng ginagawa niya dito, supplementing yung kanyang mga teammates as the hero na kapag nagpakita si Edward,
Don't jump on me, please.
Kasi yung diba hero, sabi natin, counter siya sa mga anti-heal. I mean, nag-heal o nag-sustain na hero. Then,
Wow, I just don't do damage.
Laban kay Edward and sa sustain ng Matilda.
Now, Blacklist International,
I'm dead.
sila sa point
Good
na
night.
baka hindi pa natuloy yung kanilang M5 dream. 2-0 against the AP Bren. Paano nga ba makakabawi ang Blacklist International? Kailangan ba nila magsimula muna sa drafting ba o sa galawan ba? What do you think?
I think kailangan mag-reset ng Blacklist dito eh. Kumbaga, laruin nila yung laro talaga nila eh. Kasi nakikita ko parang game 1 and game 2, hindi nila laro yun. Iba yung Blacklist na kilala natin eh. Ay siguro ilabas nila yung Blacklist.
You're alive? Yeah.
Yung brand ng Blacklist na gusto mo ba to? Sa sustain ba? Or
Honestly, chat, I thought JP was a better roamer than Yawi. But I think playoffs might be getting to him.
Gagawin ng Blacklist, like
Because he didn't play playoffs before, I don't think. He's always a sub.
Guess yun, pero effective siya, di ba? Kaso nga lang, lagi nakikita ng mga players, lagi na-analyze. So, kailangan na i-reset at i-improve dapat.
Okay, ngayon, no, Kata, ito yung take chance mo muna. Well, makikita ka pa naman natin sa mga puso games if ever magkaroon ng game number 4, pero just in case, pwede mo munang i-invite ngayon lahat ng mga viewers natin dito ngayon sa venue, pati yung mga viewers natin na
Also,
i-follow ka.
I don't know if this is true, but T said there's a lot of drama going on with Echo internally.
Sa mga Gusion guys dyan, sa mga gusto ng assassin, ang laro kasi 1v1 eh.
So if that has anything to do with it, I don't know. It's just what I heard, I guess.
Okay, para sa Kata first, one of the
The ult goes crazy.
Ito, we will also invite everyone. Ito, alam na natin yung 4 teams na makakapasok sa MPLI. November 15 to 19.
Can't jump. Why is this a tank Karina in Brawl?
RSG.
What the Fwyd?
Maglalaban-laban ulit para makuha na yung pinakahuling tournament na hindi pa nakukuha ng Philippines. Saktong-sakto.
Sakto yan, ha?
Okay, so we are heading into game number 3. Quick predictions. Sa tingin mo ba may
do I need
chance
Arpan?
makabawi dito ang Blacklist International or will AP
Not
go
really.
all the way?
Sa kabilang brain ko, gusto ko tapusin ng brain eh. Pero dahil parang
I'm gonna see
emotional
out.
ako,
Okay.
blacklist tayo para tumagal pa yung laban.
Yo team, don't die.
Ang mga
Napanood
napanood
natin,
natin, ako personally gusto ko talaga
Holy
na
fuck,
fighting
my team is dead.
Yan ang inaabangan natin.
Oo, may
Ang sarap manood niyan, di ba?
Exactly. And hopefully,
Exciting.
magkaroon ng mga changes. I believe that we are going to game number 3 in a little bit. Mag-relax lang kayo dyan, mga guys.
Relax lang.
Pero sa ngayon,
Alright,
papunta na
I can
natin
ult the wave.
sa ating mga casters.
Pasok.
There it is. Thank you so much. Former Resident Evil matchup Wolf and Bren. Here with
No, I died. No, don't kill me.
we are currently at match point again. Bren for 4.
I mean, I killed most of them.
Didn't even happen. It's like they loaded up high ESF and said, "Let's go."
I was trying to think about, you know, when you asked
Trying to
me
stream, we're
earlier
doing a lot better.
how
Thank
they
you.
look
If you guys haven't already,
in,
appreciate it very much.
especially
Like the
the
stream.
whole run, actually,
Subscribe us all.
because it
All
was
that good
very
stuff.
dominant.
They were
You
them.
know, it was.
Any no
yeah.
support
If,
is
If they were an
appreciated.
epitome of a hero right now, I am you, right? They are them. Does that work? They are them.
Yeah,
I am you.
That works.
That works.
Checks out grammatically.
All right, thank you.
And they're putting in the work right now, AP Bren. They look locked in. Like no other way to put it. They just look locked in to finally secure that M5 and MPLT's Grand Finals ticket.
They're one game away. One game away.
Do
Before
I?
we get
Not
back into the
really.
discussion
I'm managing.
Of, the intricacies of this matchup, we would like to give a huge shout out for official sponsor FwydChickn launch ultra-clear smartphone camera, the Infinix 032, 4K 60 FPS and 50 megapixel front camera. Get ready to capture your own story. Speaking of which, the story of this bout. Blacklist International was not ready to face off against AP Bren because that seemed to be their main strength. That seemed to be their bread and butter going into the upper bracket finals because they'll upset everything. All of the doubters, all of the haters, my forecast included.
No, the Karina. I think it's GG now.
Will 3-1 echo.
Unless Ruby somehow lives. Nah, it's over.
Seems like a different story.
Yeah, there's nothing
Bro,
happening
he
yet. Right?
hurts.
There's no formation of the check just yet. But
Unless
that
30
begs the
seconds they can
question,
defend.
What do they got to do, man?
That's
you know,
a
what
pretty
do they
big
have to
cope.
do? If it's UA like
Mincy,
we're seeing
use
here,
your ult,
is
please.
he the impact player for them to get this? At least if we just focus on the next game, right?
Mincy,
At least
is
get
this
a win
AI,
there
bro?
against AP Bren. Let's start there.
If it's gonna be still the same story, AP Bren decides Blacklist.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hackers and City, they have to play Hack and Kyle. Give the box up, Troy, Nolan, and then you ban the back.
Holy shit, we're still in the game.
But does that not just put them at parity?
Longest brawl game ever.
Yeah. You still end up with
Holy shit, that focus hurts.
close the gap.
Yeah, you're trying to close the gap. You're not trying to outdraft AP Bren. You're just trying to level it out so that you'll just have to face him up in game. Better execution wins it. Something a little bit more comfortable. And you do still have to commend on the path that AP Bren is going at, especially with what they did in that game number 2. They prioritized Edith. They saved the Matilda to Blacklist. Let them regulate. We don't care about the win rate that they have of the Matilda. It's immaculate, yes, but it's not immortal.
Man, like I can't do anything versus that piece of shit. Just so tanky.
And now it's just another loss.
Oh, wait, they
So
killed
now
her.
Blacklist is like,
Wait,
yes,
GG.
we're gonna
It's just an Estes.
Matilda, of course, we have
My
Matilda,
team.
but then what other pickings they've done
End the
around
game,
it?
guys. End the game.
The way
Please,
Oakland's
just end the
playing
game.
him.
It's
I
literally an
don't-
Estes.
I don't know. Like,
There's no reason you can't
you
end
know,
the game.
way he
Please,
played
carry.
Edith, just the previous game
Carry,
alone, and
please.
in
Fuck the
general,
barrel. Just hit the
again,
tower.
that's why I think he's so
Oh my
deserving
god,
of
she's
this
mentally
award,
ill.
right? Because
Oh my
this
god.
guy was also a huge part of
What am I
what made
watching?
them so successful in their world tour trip. You know, it was a lot of
Are they
Oakland
bots?
just making play after play.
Hello?
We saw that there. If you didn't catch game
Oh
2,
my
he had
god, bro. What am I
premeditated
watching,
initiations on the
man?
unit that we've seen in a while, right? Especially with
There's
how
no way that just.
Blacklist International lineup was. So, you know, for me, if I wanted to nitpick something with Blacklist International, it would honestly have to be Sensui. Sensui needs to some way,
I don't have
even if
words.
it's hack a Sensui, he still has to be able to get to a point where he can actually
I actually don't have words.
do what he has to do,
for what
and
I
that's
just watched.
securing the objectives, playing that part, playing that role. And if
I
that
don't have
means,
words.
hey, I gotta rely on the rest of the team to get there, then so be it. But I think Sensui, he's been struggling. He's the one struggling here this series.
And that's what's scary here. If in Game 3, taking into consideration everything we've discussed and mentioned so far,
I don't have
yes,
words.
they do play
My
around
carry
to
and
try
Vincitar were
pull
scared of
advantage
Anestas.
from this draft and stop Kyle Easy from
I'm waiting for my ult, brother.
and they try to open up a hero or two for Sensui in the draft. Is that not a show weakness? Would that not be too much of a tell for AP Bren? Like, all right, in the first phase, whether you're blue or red,
I'm waiting
that
until I
first
get
pick
my
will
ult
definitely
back.
have Sensui in it. You're a cornered beast, essentially. It's like, just give us the retribution hero that can do what he
Holy
needs
fuck,
to do.
bro. It's so scary.
Is Vladimir really the bottom of the barrel here?
Sensui's barrel.
That scenario. Yeah, because they figured out everything.
Because the fall pulling tool was not going to work
Yeah,
out.
there's no wave now. Carry's up though. I can't defend this. I shouldn't have ulted that wave.
Yeah, at that point, it was just AP Bren really has Blacklist. It really looks like a
Good night.
series where
I
on one
cannot
hand, on one side,
believe
Bren,
I
they
watched
knew
a
they were going up
Vincitar and
against
carry
Blacklist. So
be
they
too
already
scared
ahead of time thought of it. I'm sure the
to kill an
talented coaching
Estes.
staff, one of the best coaching staffs in the world of Blacklist International
That
now,
is
we're also thinking about
absurd.
AP Bren. But it's like they were thinking about AP Bren or RSG, while AP Bren we're already thinking of Blacklist also, ahead of time already.
And it's just a matter of scheduling, right? Hours
Yeah.
between the results. It could have been either of them, but just the same, even if you knew that it was AP Bren, would you have been ready for the attack on your jungler here?
Again, I think it's just one of the answers.
Oh, wait,
is,
draft?
You know,
Okay, or draft.
watching,
Nice.
I guess, Blacklist International throughout the regular
wasn't
season,
slow on
you
second
have
time.
that information.
Please
you know, you can
3-0.
find some
Please
weak points
3-0.
here and
Please
there,
3-0. Please
and
3-0.
They got to a point in the playoffs where you had a shock and awe factor, but it was answered really quickly, even
Please,
back in that
please,
series.
please, please, please
So
3-0.
again, look at the sides.
It's the same.
Look at the bands.
This is deja vu going into game number
Oh,
3.
Bren with the triple
Copy and
tank ban.
paste. AP Bren on blue, Blacklist on red. It's the same from game 2. Fredrin, Akai, Martis, while Blacklist
Wow.
taking out the Joy.
The triple
there's
tank
the ban.
ban.
Switch that up,
Are
and
they-
then the Matilda. So they're opening up the Nolan and the Baksha.
Nolan, Baksha, Edith, Valentina. Those are what I'm eyeing out for the priority
Whoa,
picks.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
and
whoa.
it's the Nolan. So Layla's dad.
Is this Coyote's debut on the Nolan?
Yes, it is.
I love how every time Nolan gets picked, that's literally what follows. It's Layla's dad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like 60% of his personality trait.
I mean, he is trying to get back into the universe.
Wait, who's
Get
Layla's
back-
mom?
I forgot her name. She's gone.
Okay.
What are they
Wherever she is.
talking
Wherever she
about?
is. You know?
Just feed on her. Baksha, Faramis. Okay.
Solid start.
Bang
solid start.
Sensui. Damn, they doing the MOBA Zane strat right now.
Coach Wright of ours
First
is
pick
staff in the
Nolan.
It is. It does look like Coach Wright.
NBL. Hey, coach.
They're giving the
Bren,
Nolan,
Valentina
huh?
Available. They can pick it up now. And then the Edith as well. Oh, yeah, there. Valen Edith. That's really good. Oh, but it's
Oh,
Lilia.
Lilia.
Wow. They're not... They want to burst him down. They want to end this quick.
Speed.
Speed. Yeah, AP Bren are playing to end this, again, sub 15 minutes or take the lead at around 9-10 minute mark and then just snowball or be unstoppable from there.
Essentially, for all those MMA fans, AP Bren is looking for the takedown. They're looking to mount Blacklist into submission.
Lock in the Kimura.
They're gonna mount Blacklist into submission, bro. What are you saying right now?
Yep.
All right.
No 12 to 6 elbows, though. We
Bro
don't do
is
that here.
waffling
It's not allowed, especially in the land of Dawn.
about making a team full of men into submission.
Most likely this is USL Faramis. So are they gonna pick up a traditional roam for NJ? It's an R-lot for Edward, but let's not turn off the idea that this is a roam R-lot, because that's what we've seen yesterday. If there's a Nolan on the other side, if it's in the jungle or wherever it is, roam R-lot seems like a good answer.
Definitely a possibility here, but you can see obviously with this index, a lot of this is in favor right now of Blacklist International based on the first picks they have. But obviously one of the main things is so far, even with this first phase, is that enough kind of the eggs in the right basket for what they need to get this next game to extend the series? Because yeah, it's a look. If you look just at the previous two games, they really haven't had.
Oh, I thought the draft would start. Where's the draft?
I'm gonna answer
Wait, why are they swapping screens during draft?
They've given very comfortable heroes, signature heroes, to their key players here right now. And you don't even have a hero on the Hitman yet, nor Oheb. So I think that's where AP Bren should be focusing on. I'm expecting for them to take out the Brody. Expecting for them to, here's one for sure.
Yeah.
Make sure that Kyle TZ can go as fast as he needs to go.
And let's see if they'll ban another NJ hero, but he has such a wide pool. The Novaria still up, Choku for us still up. Don't turn off the idea of maybe even a Franco, Kaja potentially showing up as well. So a ban onto Renegade might not be great. Unless if they commit that.
Draft is hard for Black. Well, yeah, when you're at the manage shitty hero pools, it's gonna be hard.
They're gonna take out a marksman.
You know, and what we saw from Nolan yesterday too, especially, that was in the hands of Sensui, I think it was, right? When we actually got to see Nolan's, that was his first win of playoffs, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Inception.
Yeah, that was the Inception game, and we'll see if that can be replicated for AP Bren. I think part of it too, you can see this, right? What do they want to take in the goal lane here for them? They know, I think it still is a curveball, like you mentioned, right? The R-Lot, for example, could still go in the hands of Renegade. There's the Kaja ban you mentioned earlier too.
Good read. And good read taking out that Kaja. So pickoff still available. Still have Cho, Kufra, Franco, if that's what they're gonna roll with. But then again, this still has a chance of being a roam R-Lot and then another XP laner.
Oh, would you though? Would you though at this point in the game? At this point in the matchup?
Okay, nice lag, nice lag. I'll try refreshing. Nice buffer. Why is it taking forever to come back?
Because we also still can't turn
Holy
off
shit.
that the Nolan that needs still might be flexed. The possibility of Nolan
Production quality go crazy.
XP Nolan. It did well in MPL Philippines. That Edith might also go to XP as well, so
They're not gonna go XP Nolan.
They need one more dive hero, so they might lock in the. They're gonna consider the Yuzong here, or maybe even the Lapu Lapu for Flap. That's available, so any of those three look really good for them. If they pick up a Paquito, I will be quite surprised.
Claude in the hands of Super Marco, maybe. If not that, maybe the Clint. Surprising too, we haven't seen Irithel yet pop up.
Oh, that's true.
You know?
Imagine here.
How the Irithel, how to dig the Irithel?
Yeah, Claude might have a tough time here diving into a Brody and a Faramis. Kind of tough.
So we bit slow.
Oh,
I'll be honest, I like Black's comp more, but if a Nolan snowballs, it's not going to matter about team comp. Oh, export.
Slip my mind. Great right now against the lineup of Blacklist International. Everyone's going to be sticking together.
And there's very little burst on demand from Blacklist, so Farag Armor is going to be in control here. So safe to say, it is a jungle Nolan.
Yeah, there's like these three heroes alone for AP Bren, the Lilia, the X-Borg, even the Beatrix, right? You have so much AoE available to you to deal with the Nether Realm, and then you let the Nolan shine, right? Wait in a bush, everybody's health is low, no Nether Realm. Go pick your target, right? I feel like that's the way they're going.
All right, how do we feel about the Rafaela? That's the Hitman picking it up, and it closes up the draft. It's an XP lane R-Lot.
Yeah, They needed it for repositioning, especially now going up against an X-Borg, the Lily as well. Holy Healing is going to be the key skill here for Blacklist International alongside the Nether Realm with the Pharynx. You see support.
How's surgery, bro? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright.
So AP Bren,
Could be doing better. I'm managing.
Need to out-execute Blacklist International. The problem for Blacklist, their wave clear is abysmal.
I don't like seeing this, like, why do they do this? Where it goes to the other screen. I mean, the draft's finished, but I don't like doing, like, during draft, going to another screen like that is like, no, man.
How does that happen? How does that work? What's the dynamics here? Because
no.
They want to go very fast. Blacklist also want to snowball, but then when it comes down the wire, they're not going to be able to defend. So, yeah, no, front to front, just pedal to the metal, ball to the wall. We can expect a rumble here. In Game 3, match point for AP Bren. Blacklist International have to
please sweep
further into this series.
You know what scares me about this lineup from AP Bren too?
How's your recovery?
When we saw it,
I haven't recovered much yet.
Is immense for them, right?
If anything, I'm still in immense pain. But
they've been down.
Watch party.
And if they just defend in their base, let's say Blacklist gets a great lead.
Whoa, no, not even going for the jungle clear emblem. Just weapon master.
With the heroes they have alone, you know, so ending the game when they need to for Blacklist International might be a little bit harder than you think based on these lineups.
And Blacklist, they can't allow AP Bren to get.
Does it hurt when you cough or laugh? Yes. If I sneeze, I literally just like feel like I just got shot in the gut. God forbid I cough.
This matchup between the Brody and the Beatrix, so we'll pose back to the earlier question.
I can't even blow my nose either. Like any sort of pushing motion is just aids. Oh, Ogwyn getting quite low here. Can he flicker out? Flickers out. Dash. He's alive. Basha might not have ult for Turtle. I don't know the cooldown though for Basha.
Yep, Game 3, Sensui came to play. Sensui can now finally be comfortable and perform the way Black.
Oh, is spamming this Brody. I mean, he's pretty good on it. Alright, they know where Kyle is. Oheb can't contest for that gold can right now. Oh, Kyle nabs that gold crab. Showing some presence so Oheb can get the car. Oh, Oheb. Oheb's dead. Good night, Oheb. Goodbye. Goodbye, Oheb. Goodbye. Goodbye, Oheb. Bro, I feel so bad for Oheb. He just got robbed. Because Sensui didn't check that bush when he rolled back. So Kyle just sat in it, and then Kyle saw Sensui leave, so then they just killed Oheb. And even though Sensui gets Turtle for Blacklist, it's a bad trade, because Oheb loses a gold cannon, part of a wave, Kyle didn't get the kill, what Ogwyn did, and Beatrix got like half the gold shield. So that's not even worth it. Literally more than half. Like almost 2/3.
Need to be in a hurry, right? Especially with the fact that you have the Snowland in your hands. You know you're gonna have to kind of play around the fact that Renegade is looking for.
So that's a really bad trade for Black.
But then you can play around this too because you have Ogwyn once again on this Edith, and the next Turtle, I feel like if they decide to trade it once again for Blacklist International, they're kind of fine with that.
Clear. I don't think pick Angela. This recent update nerfed Angela pretty hard, I believe.
We can scale up pretty well.
Whoa, lag, bro. Come on, stream. What's going on here? What is this production quality, man? Oh, we're back. Black with a dive attempt on Edward. It's gonna fail. Oh my god, solo kill for Edward. Flap a little greedy there.
A little overzealous there.
Yeah.
A little greedy.
0-1 that clean.
No other way to put it. You got too greedy, Flap. You got outplayed.
Flap got a little bit of an ego there. A little bit of an ego boost. Ogwyn getting pulled back here. Sensui trying to zone. 4-man Black down bot right now. A few going in to clear the wave. Okay. Black evening out the gold lead.
Back off. AP Bren still holds on to a minuscule lead.
About 30 seconds until the next turn.
Normally I'd be glad to see a game possibly, you know, a series possibly continue, but I'm so tired right now that I don't care. What is this lag, bro? This is not me, guys. It's the stream. This is not me.
Edward and Kyle going.
No, I'm rewinding a bit.
Until the next turtle spawns. And again, the Kyle.
Edward and Kyle.
What the? What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that production? Bro, what is this production, bro? Look at this.
And again,
Look at this.
Going for it. Final slash to go through. Kyle in trouble. Edward will get the kill in a 1v1.
Okay, well, Edward just 1v1'd and now it's frame laggy.
Are not going down without a
That's a free turtle.
Are not going down without a fight.
Off of the back of Edward alone, Blacklist now have a lead. Second turtle scored.
Edward's so good that he just made the stream crash and then hacked and got a kill. Ogun getting stunned is still fine. Black with finally with the gold lead for once. It took them 2 losses to have a gold lead. But Nolan ain't doing too much here, man. Kind of a little disappointed in it.
And again, seems like they've forgotten how they play game 1 and game 2. They're allowing Blacklist International to freely roam.
Yeah, they're giving Blacklist too much space. Blacklist excels in the team fights when they're, you know, not far behind.
Non-stop right now.
And here's the next turtle coming up in about a minute. And Renegade has been performing well on this Rafaela, doing everything that he needs to. Vision, stun again, Edward. Let's see, 2v1 this time.
Yeah, I don't, Edward, he has those senses, you know, he knows
Edward Esports, I don't know about that,
but like you mentioned, you know, off the back of
it does seem like Black is reliant on Edward doing good, though. I will say, if Edward doesn't pop off, it looks really shaky. Oakwood just getting 1v1 by Sensui.
There we go, still going to be going for it down the bottom. The focus here.
Whoa, it's Marco with the flicker past Sensui.
Flicker out of it. He's safe for now.
That was a fast break flicker right through the legs of Sensui.
Free tower for Black Bot. No, man, Bren.
That's 3.
Bren, please win this game so I go sleep.
Early to mid-game condition ticked. And now they're gonna go into the
now it's gonna be a free turtle for Black. Unless Kyle, no, cannot get the steal off.
This is the Blacks International that we've been seeing play throughout the playoffs already, and it's not too late. This is the perfect time for them to clutch into this position. They're about 1,000 gold ahead.
Like I said, one thing they gotta watch out for is still the fact that
Edward's like 1,000 gold over Flatbush, which is not good.
Defend as long as they need to. But even with that, right, as we get to this point,
Edward flicker out.
Position that AP Bren's not used to.
Free bot tower for Bren. But they're just trading towers. Black probably gets top.
Right now, that's not the case.
Oh wow, they don't even get the tower. The defense goes crazy. Flat forced to flicker out of the top tower. They might lose a tier 2.
Same pressure being put on there.
Yep, big 3-2 split. See Halberd and Blacklist will just continue this. They've set up again. This is what we're talking about. If Blacklist comes,
that's so bad for Bren. Bren whips his flicker, and he's dead. Nice, nice, nice. Ogwin. Netherrealm goes off. Oheb in a deep spot here. Flap with the ult on Oheb. Oheb dash. No. Flap with the whiff. What the whiff? What the Fwyd? What the Fwyd? What the whiff?
Spread out a little too thin.
What was that flicker from Flap, bro? Flap, what's going on, man?
I'd say Blacklist still won that. Edward and Renegade for those two?
Yep, that's a massive win. AP Bren lost their marksman. Blacklist did not. And now we're seeing here again just Blacklist playing together really well. And that third pick, Arlott, a massive thorn at the side right now of APB. Edward knows that, okay, I'm going to sacrifice myself, yeah, but if I can get the marksman down for Super Mario,
Lore control rate has a 0.2% difference. How do they even calculate that, man?
The Lord spawning in just a couple of seconds. It's clear for Blacklist for the first time in this.
Like, I swear, they're just pulling that statistic out of nowhere.
In control of this first major objective. Sensui first to the scene, and look at this. They're bullying and they're forcing an engage.
Yeah, they can force Blacklist International back.
Braf is really solid versus Export. Get rid of the Ice Queen slow in a team fight.
Whoa,
whoa, whoa! Nolan damage. That's cool. Nolan damage. Haha. Go Bren. Edward, you're gonna die.
down eventually.
No damage. Yippee, no damage. Woo! No damage.
And the rubber band snaps just like that.
It's a fair balance here, by the way.
In the driver's seat, the Hornets once more show their stingers as AB Bren blitzes down the Lord.
Kyle Teasy says,
Well, the caster has no idea what he's talking about. They're questioning his own words.
Done, but he said, all right, I still got a dash. I'll retrieve this guy. I'll get the basic attack. Okay, I'm out of here. APB surprising Blacklist International. And just like that, as you said, the rubber band snaps, but it smacks Blacklist in the face. And with them flinching, AP Bren can push forward.
Nice.
And they have pushed forward indeed.
All right, Bren, now end with this Lord,
Bottom lane
please.
Tier 1, and it looks like they are looking to equalize. The map will slowly turn blue, folks, as their waves are empowered by the Lord. Marching down bottom lane, mid. Gonna be the next engagement.
Can they defend this mid tower? Oh, Owen getting final slashed into the tower.
Just the turret going down.
Flap.
In the mid lane.
Ulting already, no Faragher armor.
Now Blacklist International are feeling the strength
Kind of
the
a weird
lineup of
ult.
AP Bren. It took a while for AP Bren to get to this point, of course. With
It's gonna be hard for him to get back his armor too. No jungle camps up.
But now everything that we
They're zoning quite nice.
how they play, how they fight is being dubbed
Top
by
tower down.
Blacklist, despite all
I
the
think it's
hurdles
just
on
in
the side of
Bren's
Black
best
getting
interest to
hurt.
get all the
It's
outer
the wave
turrets and then
clear
just disengage and reset
that
for the next
kept
Lord.
things close for AP Bren.
They're not ahead enough to where they can
Blacklist
try and
never
fight for high
moved
grounds.
past 2K, didn't even reach that. The highest it went was around 1.8.
Yes, but also my reptile brain can only really register big damn. That's what AP Bren is presenting. Did you just see what Kyle DZ and Marco did to that turret up top? The answer is no, because they blitz a turret, fam. 2 seconds, all it took.
The bees are everywhere at this point, and now their eyes set in the tier 2. Ogwen gonna take a couple
Oh,
shots.
snipe goes off, and I were Owen getting poked quite low.
Quite tanky though. They still have to respect the damage that Blacklist International can throw at them, but yes, what you're seeing is also just the strength of the lineup that AP Bren has, and even the fact, like I mentioned, that necklace of Durance from Few really helping out.
Full damage build from Kyle.
Gets to build the Ice Queen wand alongside the necklace of Durance. So, despite Blacklist, the strength of their lineup is sticking together. That Lilia damage utility will hurt. But AP Bren need to watch out for the fact that OHEB is keeping things close in gold because of everything that has happened and how Blacklist set up OHEB to be able to farm up. The damage for Blacklist in terms of the Brody damage is there. If Blacklist can survive the onslaught of everything being
Man, this is pretty boring now.
there is a counter engage
They're just hurtling in their base.
If the fight lasts any longer than 5 seconds.
Look for a play, man.
Good chance.
That's it. You just count. 5, 4, 3. All right. If it's over, that means AP Bren got their need.
Just gets insta healed anyway.
Got to build up an enchanted house and no Flap.
Oh, Flap getting jumped on here. Final slash loses his armor. He might lose his ammo as well. Loses his ammo.
The rest of the team makes its way there.
Flap with the re-engage though with his ult. Ranger with the ult. Flap 1 HP gets out. Kyle looking for something but dies. Oh, Gwen's gonna die too. No. UA is getting pulled Marco. Now Marco's dead. Why? Why?
Bren got baited out. Flap Teasy off the call, but almost
Why?
in a small corridor. It looks like it was all to a Blacklist plan. They convert straight into a Lord.
We just talked about it. Anything longer than
Holy
5
fight, might need to stay
seconds
for another
and
game. I don't
Blacklist
think it
will
can
win
stay
a
for another
team
game, man.
fight,
I'm too
and
tired.
That's exactly what happened. Overzealousness, but
I can
at
barely
the
keep
same
my eyes
time,
open right now.
great help by Renegade to keep OHEB safe and for Edward to sweep up what was left. As you see here, the last insanity will land onto
That
Zue,
extra roll was
and
pretty
Zue
good in
way
terms of
too long.
zoning.
Wind of
I just
Legend,
have no
perfectly
idea
timed,
what
and
Kyle
way
is
too
trying to
long.
do.
Like,
why is he trying to, like,
as soon as the 5
snipe out
second
OHEB?
timer
Just do the
elapses,
Lord.
you
Be
know
a
that
tank.
AP
Be a nice
Bren
junk
should not
Lord's
be where they
objective
were.
slave.
Yeah, you called it, before that fight even broke out there. But with that, Blacklist International now having the lead, having this Lord, they're going to march in with it.
I've never seen a more beautiful animation canceled final slash. Now here we go. AP Bren back on the back foot. And they have a big Lord marching through.
Great
AP
clear.
Bren just taking
They're
care of
gonna
it.
back off from that Lord. Wow, they don't even get much out of that Lord at all.
They'll handle that Lord quickly. They'll most likely handle these waves as well. Concealed play going to be used. Kyle Teasy now on UA.
Oh, Kyle and UA.
Trouble. Another wave
Kyle trying to dash out. Kyle is going to fall. Flap with the ult has to flicker out.
So
Bro, Kyle's trying to do too much, man.
Has the fight in them.
You get nothing, good sir. You get
He just needs to
nothing.
be
AP
annoying.
Bren
He doesn't need to commit to things. Because he's dead, it's so easy.
The
Like, if you're
wrong
going versus Nolan, it is so much
Miscommunication,
pressure
a little
you
bit of,
lose when
eagerness
Nolan's
by
dead.
Kyle Teasy wasn't able to
Or
get a
like,
full
and you
combo
like,
in the
if
whole
I'm going
round.
versus Nolan and Nolan's dead, you can like, you can just play so aggressive. When Nolan's alive, you have to play so safe because of how versatile he is and how he can kill you and snipe you out. But then if you're a Nolan player and you greed and you die,
All right, this is gonna
it's
sound
so bad
counterproductive,
for your
but AP
team.
Bren to even stand a chance against Blacks International here. 15 minutes in, staring down the barrel of a decisive push after this Lord.
Yeah, I
game.
know Nolan
I'd say
falls
they have
off
to slow
too
it
late
down.
game.
Slow it down.
Slow
And
it
then
down.
try to go for
But
the
like,
less than 5 seconds
Kyle's pretty,
situation.
Kyle's selling, man. Flap's got, Kyle and Flap got that bag.
Seconds, I feel like that's even way past
Jeez.
Blackwood's time already because they won't have the Nether Realm anymore.
Re-engage.
Re-engage. Again, you have the great wave clear. So playing from behind, again, this is what we were talking about. Playing on the back foot, base siege versus base siege. AP Bren has that in space because of all the wave clear they have, while Blacklist has abysmal wave clear. So AP Bren can play out of the situation, but again, they have to be disciplined here because Blacklist is just outperforming, out executing, and is way more disciplined. compared to Bren.
They want to make a play here in the bottom side. Gonna crash down. Conceal going to be used to help Super Marco get some space. He flickers out defensively. Few trying to make his way
No one
here.
dies.
And that was the chance
Good
for
for-
Black
good for
International.
them.
They don't get it though. Good defense from AP Bren.
DLI, defensive last insanity. Good timing too. Flap Teasy's flicker was off of cooldown. He's looking at it about, what, 10 seconds from now. So yeah, that's at least a step towards the right direction. AP Bren could have
Ogwin
forced
did
that,
have
but
to
they said
flicker.
no.
So
They're
did
learning,
Marco,
and
damn.
it took 2 big team fights.
Took a while.
Just for Ranjay's flicker, not too great.
Ultimates back up.
Get the reset.
No conceal here for
Flap
AP Bren.
looking in his zone.
Save Super Marco. Actually, that was a great
Now,
call by
the good thing
Ogwin
about
to make
Bren
that
is that
Super Marco
Export
flicker
can
out.
outzone
Yeah,
Arla
have to
pretty
remember,
easily.
No flickers for Ogwin. No
The
flickers
only
for
thing is that Brody can
no flickers for
shred
Renegade.
export armor,
Blacklist,
especially when he's
it
fed.
looks so much better for them right
Oh,
now.
just like
Flap's
this.
gonna be
And
used.
he lost his
Flap's easy
armor.
to target.
And he
Immortality
loses
is
him
gonna
out.
be taken care of for now. They're gonna press the situation. Earth Shadow gonna be there.
And he
Black
has
Shoes
to ult
also
out.
expended.
And export is useless.
AP Bren down quite a bit right now. Lord's gonna reset though.
Wow.
So right now, Black
Has
still gonna own
no
this area.
frontline, man.
See that attempt by Kyle Teasy?
It's shredded.
Jacked real quick.
He saw that
And
and
then
was
it's like
"Oh,
Export
I'm
loses his
not
armor
gonna
so
kill here.
fast.
Should pass on this.
We're not even talking about
Right now
Nolan
by
being
Blacklist,
frontliner.
Mid-heavy clearing waves. That's Kyle Teasy trying to go to the Sensui bush, but that's going up against Sensui.
That's his bush.
Yeah, the Sensui's bush.
That's his
Oh,
push.
double
That's the
final slash from Edward.
Still gonna be going for it. Kyle
Ogwin
Teasy waiting
loses Zimmo, he's
patiently.
dead. Flap's
Who's gonna
literally
get
just
the
walking
Lord
into a wall.
here?
Flap is dead.
Gets a
Who gets the
kill.
Lord?
Lord's gonna be secured.
Ogwin gets the Lord.
Somehow, some way, they got it and they get out and
And only one person died.
The whole time Ogwin was in the conceal and only one falls. It's just Flap. AP Bren.
How?
Marco does have his ult.
And Blacklist says no, we're gonna push the envelope here.
Edward
Edward gonna whiff
whiffs
that
the final
with the player
slash.
combination.
Marco, 1 HP,
Super
dies to
Marco.
burn.
Oh, gets a big
Marco,
kill
you
there.
monkey,
Can they
Monkey
defend and push
Marco,
in here?
Monkey Marco.
Sensui in the backside. It's only
That bot
a
tower is
three-member
gone. Are they gonna try
right
to
now of
end?
AP
There's no
Bren.
way.
So many minions.
Yeah, there's no way they can end
They're
there.
already in the base, man.
They gotta back off.
Okay, the good wave clear only really comes if Super Marco and Few are there.
Yeah.
But if one of them are absent, Blacklist can force the issue.
Stuff, purple buff. Who's gonna get it? Still, Kyle Teasy. Oh, AP Bren, are they gonna push on group?
I'm looking for
Slow him down,
something
yeah. They're trying
here.
to keep him slow here. Renegade gonna use the holy
Oh,
baptism.
Kyle goes
Teasy on
in,
the hunt.
ults
Look at the
out.
damage. He
Flap,
gets
really
checked, though.
deep.
Oleb now
Has
on
to
the
ult out,
return.
and he's
Flap
out.
Teasy has to get out of there with last insanity. They gotta deal with
I
the
don't
Lord.
know how Bren's gonna
AP
win this,
Bren buys some
genuinely.
time.
All right,
Their
that's
comp
what
kind of
they're
gets
taking
hard
care of.
countered by the
Blacklist
Raf.
International still clearly
The only way I
control.
see Bren
A lot of
winning is if they can
engagements,
snipe
when
at
they
the
say this
Raf,
goes, this goes. And
like for
AP Bren
free,
just playing for the
basically.
cracks. Kyle
They need to
Teasy
get rid of
steals
Raf,
away.
because Raf counters Lily and
And
export
now
so
all
hard.
the damage control. AP
Even the
Bren
Nolan,
on the
the
defensive,
Nolan
gonna
slows.
try
You
to
sound
clear the wave.
sleepy? I
Have
am
to
very,
be more
very
comfortable
tired.
for them to find engagements.
Shades of Geek Fam in Indonesia with their backs against the wall, even though it doesn't look like the safest play to make, they push forward and try to get a win. That's what AP Bren did in that last sequence. But with Ogwin, getting that Lord earlier meant that both junglers retribution just a second and a half too early. For somehow it just left it all up to the fates for whoever will get the last hit.
Time to turtle up, boys.
Ogwin with AP Bren's push
Sit in the
outward,
base, wait
they
for
can
Lord.
balance out the control around the map. But yes, AP Bren are still in a very difficult position with 5 turrets up. Well, 5 turrets taken down by them, but 7 taken down by Blacklist.
Yep, that mid lane tier 2 and an inhibitor makes the difference. Makes this 2.5k approaching a 3k goal lead matter. And of course,
Nolan seems so weak, he just falls off, man.
Lane, so
They threw their early game lead, and he gets to the late game where he is significantly weaker.
Next Lord coming up in about 30 seconds. They have to be sure that they've cleaned that up. And what sucks is for AP Bren, that's the long lane. It's going to be hard for them to do that. They're not as fast as a Baksha.
Nolan can rotate pretty fast, but
the macro game here.
it's too risky, especially if it's like the waves across the map.
Blacklist just going to really stick to this Ube, who's going to manage the side lane mini waves first. Someone needs to shove. Someone needs to shove side lanes here.
See, Nolan's trying to clear ball right now, but he realizes it's a mistake. Ogwin getting final slash gets out though. Early torn apart memory from Oheb. I don't like that play. If Bren fight right now before Oheb gets torn apart memory back, it'd be really good. Marco, what is he going for? A backdoor play? Few quite low, ults out. Edward a little deep here. Lord reset. Flap.
Counties making his way. Look at Super
Edward.
Marco though, not part of the fight. Gonna be clearing the bottom side.
Not in a good spot. Kyle might be chasing him. Kyle's chasing. Gets Edward's demo. Marco going for the back door. Marco's going for the back door.
Trying to keep them from going home. Still going for
Gets the bottom high ground. They disengage.
They at least fight for it.
Trying to burst the Lord now. I don't know if they can do it though. Not a good. It's not smart. It's not smart. Actually, Bosch is still clearing bot. Wait, they can do it. Bosch is still bot. They're giving Lord. Holy shit.
That was Super Marco. That was Splitter
Please end.
Marco.
Please end. Please end.
Get the Lord. You saw there the hesitation from Blacklist International.
Yeah, the fact that Black hesitated on committing also the Lord is their downfall. They gave Marco too much time to split. That was such a nice macro play from Bren.
They get the turret. They're happy with
that. Was an amazing macro play from Bren.
In terms of space, they got to manage the waves as well.
Blacklist was too scared to commit, and then Bren had a really nice flip push.
That wave looking dangerously fat. And with that, it looks like they've addressed top lane.
Brody no boots.
Well, frozen masterfully by their mid lane duo. Bottom lane, huge evolved Lord coming in. Blacklist holding on for dear life to their last bastion of a defense in their base. That top lane inhibitor, popping the magic sentry.
Execute better at this point. Watch out for the final slash. Watch out for the last insanity. Bad news here, Flap TZ still very low. Doesn't have a lot of health. Can he get a massive last insanity off just in time? Let's see if Blacklist can defend.
Why does Flap's HP look so low on the left side? That's really weird. Flap the ult goes in. Hitting the base. Hit tower lock? No, they're backing out here. Ogwin quite low. Loses Zimmo. But they're so low. The base. Just hit the base. And it's a 3-0 for Bren. Their throw, but they came back. Bren going to M5.
Locked in for the M5 World Championship and the Grand Finals.
Last
M5 for Bren.
Back home. APB will go back to the world stage.
Bren to M5.
The Hive is alive right now, as you can see them celebrate this great victory.
Full circle. The dreams of one Angelo Kyle Arcangel, better known as Few, to return to the world stage. He's taking his boys to M5 right here in Manila.
12 seasons in a row, winning his first world championship in M2. The idol of the kids wants to show up and become the idol of the world. And AP Bren with 2
idol of the
TCs
kids
with them will try and do just that.
It's the same old story, told in a different way, in a different time, in a different place. A show of sportsmanship between these two world-class teams. Athletes of the highest caliber in this beloved esport of ours. Blacklist International are going to be taking their bow, despite proving everyone wrong throughout their first half run in the playoffs. Gonna have to go back to square one.
That's his nickname. Idol of the kids.
Oh man, they got a lot to figure out. You know, before their next matchup, of course, they have to recalibrate, if you will, especially if they want to go against what we just saw.
I love Bren's jerseys. I think it's sick.
From these
nice
guys
design.
right here. And I know a lot of you out there have been watching them throughout this entire year on the World Tour. They're going to have to get ready. I mean, the way they're playing right now, man, they might have to update the jackets.
Yeah.
Prepare the next
They
patch.
might have to.
Prepare the next patch. Where are they going to put it?
I don't know. Well, I mean, all I know is I'm not buying the jacket just yet unless they tell us that there are patch updates for
Man,
that. Literal patch
who's going to
updates.
be the next spot to M5? Echo or Blacklist or RSG?
I wear an XL.
Echo, Black, and RSG are main. I am not watching the second series, you guys. I am so tired. I cannot last until then. So I think I'm just gonna call it here. Go to bed. I'm so tired. I am so exhausted.
Thank you, casters. And now, eto na.
I need rest.
Una na magre-represent sa
So,
Pilipinas para sa
thank you all for watching.
World
Subscribe, like the stream. Any all support's appreciated.
You were the
Man, the painkillers helped a lot.
Ngayon, you get to
The
do it
painkillers
all
helped. I was in
over
so much
again.
pain earlier, streaming the first 2 games. That's probably why I'm so tired now too. I took the painkillers. They really hits.
Pero sobrang nakaka-proud na mag-M5 na kami.
Si Flap naman, Flap.
Alright.
Going back
Thank
to
you all
the
for watching.
Worlds.
I'll see you all later. Bye bye.
I know.